Keela Broad. Arkansas flag, Lieutenant Marissa Boonstra. Holding the Bomber Nation flag, Petty Officer Morgan Price. And Left Guard Master Chief Cole Dealey. Would you please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence, and then our national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence. Performing tonight's national anthem under the direction of band director Tom Chetnick, the Mountain Home High School Marching Bomber Band.
Arkansas Beautiful Commission.
Russellville Cyclone football on River Country KCJC is made possible in part by A Better Way Realty, Mr. Brake and Lube, Health Plan Lady, Alathus Realty, by Lexicon, ABC Children's Academy, Burris N2 Market, Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air, C&D Drug Store, Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, Centennial Bank, Arkansas Valley Farmers Association, Chicken Mart, by ConAgra, Community Service Inc., E&F Roofing, First State Bank, by Feltner's, Lakeside Oral Facial and Dental Implant Surgery, Miller Roofing Cavity, Liberty Car Wash, Ridgewood Brothers, Phil Wright Autoplex, by River Valley Tinting and Glass, R&R Express, River Valley Tractor, Congressman Bruce Westerman, Mac Daddy's Old Town Meat and Eat, Greenway, Funky Town Mall, and by the Russellville School District. Russellville football on River Country KCJC.
Welcome, friends. We're coming to you live for Bomber Stadium in Mountain Home. It's sunny, just under 80 degrees. Perfect weather for football, and the conditions are also perfect for some Cyclone football. Good evening. I'm Mickey Duval. This is the Lexicon pregame show, the Crimson Cyclone Lexicon pregame show. Lexicon can help you reach your goals and successes. Go to lexicon-inc.com/football to learn more. Well, it's the Cyclones and the Bombers. We welcome you if you're listening to us on FM 102.3, watching us on the stream on Cyclone Booth YouTube page. I bring in my color man for tonight, Aaron Duval. What do you think about tonight's game?
Well, the last 2 weeks has been tough on the Cyclones at PA and then Little Rock Christian last week. And these 2 weeks have shown us that Tracy Daniels has a target on his back. In the PA and the Little Rock game, at times their defense had 7 and at one time 9 men close to that line of scrimmage. So tonight I look for the Cyclones offense to open up a little bit, to try short passes, some other plays like that. They need to spread the defense of Mountain Home. That also gets our receivers into the game, and it takes less pressure off the quarterback, those little short passes. And if we can develop our running game with Tracy, then that really takes the pressure off. and we become more of a balanced team, and I'm looking I think that's what's going to happen tonight.
You heard Coach Wheeler talk about it in the pregame show. He said that we've got to be able to throw the football just to take some pressure off the running game. Not that Mountain Home is any slouch, but this is a defense that doesn't really defend the pass all that well. They only have 2 interceptions in the first 4 games. However, they do have an all-conference defensive end, number 39, Robert Dover, that Russellville's going to have to stay away from. That was your color man, Aaron Duval. I'm Mickey Duval, part of our media team, Chase Canfield, running the YouTube side of it. And our engineer back at the studios is Stephen Barry. This is Crimson Cyclone Football and the Lexicon pregame show. We're going to take a break, come back with more of your pregame show. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Are you looking for a great place to work that offers great pay and benefits, where you can make an impact in a safe, clean environment? ConAgra is looking for motivated, energetic people to join their team. ConAgra is recruiting industrial maintenance technicians to fill openings on all shifts. Positions start at $25.61 an hour plus a shift differential. Experience is required, so for immediate consideration, apply online at ConAgraBrands.com/careers. That's ConAgraBrands.com/careers. ConAgra is an equal opportunity employer.
Legendary coach Paul Bear Bryant from Fordyce, Arkansas once said, "It's not the will to win that matters. Everyone has that. It's the will to prepare to win that matters." Congratulations to all the players and coaches who have put in the hours in the summer, in the weight room, in the film room, and on the practice field. I'm Congressman Bruce Westerman, and I approve this message because high school athletics prepares for victories on and off the field.
Paid for by Westerman for Congress.
Arkansas Delta Byways is linked by 2 national scenic byways, Crowley's Ridge Parkway and Arkansas section of the Great River Road. You can use these routes as primary arteries through the Arkansas Delta, following loops and spurs to venture even further off the beaten path. Add to your adventure by focusing on specific themes to make new discoveries. Check out our new website at deltabyways.com to plan your trip today.
This ad paid with state and regional funds.
Welcome back to the Crimson Cyclone pregame show, sponsored by Lexicon. Right now, they're about to do the coin toss. The 4 captains for the Cyclones is number 0, Darian Thomas, number 7, Tristan Wisenet, who's actually the player of the game last week, Tracy Daniels, number 1, and number 2, D.A. Reed. The Cyclones in their road white jerseys with red trim, red pants, new black helmets for Mountain Home. They are Cade Yates, the quarterback, and Chris Hubbard, the running back. The coin toss getting ready to happen at midfield, going over some of the field rules, ground rules. The white hat always does that, called referee. He does the coin toss right now. Of course, the Cyclones visiting team getting to call that. And it looks like Russellville's won the toss, and so usually when that happens, they defer. I think that's what's happened. And when the other team defers, you always select to receive, and then Russellville gets to pick which end zone they want to defend. Right now, there's very little wind, but it looks like Russellville's going to be receiving, but they're going to have the wind in their face. So Russellville will get the ball to start the ball game. We mentioned to you about both these teams 0-2 in conference. As we looked at Mountain Home had a 2-0 start. They were really feeling good about themselves, and then the Greenwood happened, beat them 55-7. But then last week they really should have won that game against Lake Hamilton, outplayed them, had to come back, had a 4-point lead. Get this, had a 4-point lead and stopped Lake Hamilton on the 1-foot line on 4th and goal. With 2 minutes left, had a 4-point lead. Looked like they were going to be able to just make a couple first downs and run out the clock. They snapped the ball over the quarterback's head out of the end zone. That cut the lead in half, and then had to kick off to Lake Hamilton. Lake Hamilton scored a touchdown with less than 20 seconds left, and really, when you talk to the when you talk to the Mountain Home faithful, felt like they snatched defeat from the jaws of victory is what it felt like. And so a tough loss, and just don't know how they're going to. Teams can respond well to that. Sometimes that can linger a little bit. Them coming back home to play, you never know how that's going to react. That was at Percy, Arkansas. This concludes the Lexicon pregame show. Lexicon can help you reach your goals and successes. Go to lexicon-inc.com/football to learn more. So we're getting ready to start the ball game. Time now for our Cyclone Watch. What's on your radar? And it's not going to happen just yet, But we have to take a look at the special teams. Kircher Herring is out for the rest of the season. He separated his shoulder, so not only will they miss him on offense and especially defense with the interceptions that he provides, but he also does all the extra point, field goal kicking duties, and the kickoffs. So that's something that Russellville, even tonight, was still trying out some players. I think they had it narrowed down to 2 or 3 tonight, and we believe it's going to be Armando Solis that's going to at least get the first crack at it. So we'll be looking at that. Hopefully, we're going to have a lot of opportunities to kick some extra points. That would be nice to be able to have that. Field goal kicker doesn't handle their punting duties, though, and he'll be kicking off from Mountain Home. Mountain Home in their home blue uniforms with white numbers, white trim. They changed their helmets up, and it's really hard to see from ways off, but if you see a close-up, it's actually the nose and front sides of a bomber airplane. And so that's what they had changed it to last year. It used to have that old MH on it, but they had changed it for this year. Steve Airy, the head coach, Mountain Home in his 4th season. Here's the kickoff. End-over-end kick's going to be fielded by Tracy Daniels at the 19-yard line. Up near the 30 before he's going to be stacked up and brought down at about the 32-yard line. So pretty good return for Tracy Daniels. You want at least a first down, meaning at least 10 yards, and he got that to the 32.
Yeah, he caught that just right at the 20, maybe a little short, and I was watching the kicker warm up. That's about as far as he's going to do it.
1st and 10 for the Cyclones. They do put it at the 32-yard line. And it'll be Jones, the quarterback. They're going to move Wisnut back, and he's going to move in motion to the other tight end spot over on the left side. Turn and hand it off to Tracy Daniels. There's an opening. He's across the 35, spins away from a tackler, plows forward for a first down as he took a lick behind him to go to the 45-yard line.
Well, after 2 weeks of not seeing Tracy being able to find a hole, that was a good one to start with.
Pickup of 12 yards on the play for Tracy. Luke Jones, the quarterback. Numbers have Tracy on his left side. Russellville gets the first down, and that first down brought to you by A Better Way Realty. Tracy Daniels is going to get the call again, this time up the middle. He'll get positive yards, but he stopped shy of the 50. I think they're going to mark him his knee down at the 48. That'll be a pickup of 4 on the play. Robert Dover, the all-conference defensive end, number 39. He's defensive end, but he always seems to be around the play, and he's actually got their most tackles for losses, 7. However, they only have 1 sack on this season. Back to pass, empty backfield is Jones on 2nd down, out of the backfield, catching it is Daniels. He's got the first down up the left sideline before being brought down in Mountain Home territory. Another first down for the Cyclones.
Yeah, good short pass. Again, it's those type of passes that's going to spread this defense and open it up.
Pickup of 10 yards on the play. A Better Way Realty, real estate done a better way. They still have 11:18 on the clock. We're going to try to sync ours with it. Jones going to turn and hand it off to Tracy Daniels, running left side. Nothing there. I think he got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Well, it's the first time that we've had play that didn't gain any yards. 2nd down and 10 coming for the Cyclones. Tracy's been held in check in the first 2 conference games against Little Rock Christian and PA. When the first 2 games, he rushed for over 200 yards, setting a school record, single-game record against Morrilton. Tracy Daniels going to get the call on the sweep, and again, positive yards. He'll get to inside the 40 to the 39-yard line, but we do have a flag on the play, and usually in the area of holding as it's thrown by the umpire, and it is going to be a hold against the Cyclones, and that'll negate the run there for Russellville.
Yeah, and it looked like the Bomber defense was ready for that. They knew Tracy was going to get the ball.
It's 10 yards from the spot. It looked like the flag was right on the line of scrimmage, and it is. So sometimes that's why you get something that's more than a 10-yard penalty. If it happened 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage, could be a 12-yard penalty. 10 yards there. Still 2nd down, 2nd and 20. Cyclones have a long way to go. 3 receivers to the right side. Jones, it's a quarterback keeper, quarterback draw all the way. He's back into Bomber territory. A flag comes in as he gets back near the original line of scrimmage to the 40-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 41, but we're going to have to wait and see what the call is. It was in the area where I hold out hope that's not going to be it. It's personal foul face mask, so we'll tack it on. All right. Yeah. So that means Luke gets the 11 yards rushing, and then a personal foul means 15 yards. So 15 yards on top of that. Now, there's no automatic first down in high school football. However, Russellville only needed 9 more yards for that first down. So this will give it to them just with the yardage of 15. So Russellville has the first down, and that first down sponsored by Better Way Realty. Real estate done a better way. Russellville looking at 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. Tracy Daniels now to the right of Luke Jones. We have no score, first drive of the game. Jones will keep it on the sweep. No, sorry, it's Tracy Daniels keeping it on the sweep. He's got the corner, and he's tiptoeing down the sidelines before stepping out right around the 10-yard line. We'll see where they mark him out. I think it's going to be right at the 10, which is a pickup of 16 yards. That's the 4th first down for the Cyclones, sponsored by Better Way Realty. Russellville cannot get a first down without scoring, so it'll be first down and goal. Clock stopped with 10-11 left. This is the kind of drive Russellville wanted to start the game. Very methodical and just churning out yardage. So no receivers to the left side here, 2 to the far right side. Daniels carrying it straight up the middle, and he'll get a yard maybe, and that'll be it.
And on the Cyclones, number 1, Tracy Daniels. No gain on the play, 2nd down. Brought down by Bombers number 20.
And a gain of nothing. They put him back down at the 10. Up 3rd down and goal from about the 11. Russellville on this drive, 8 plays, 58 yards, would really like to cap it out and with a touchdown. And you got to realize that, again, with Kircher Hearing, something that we mentioned in our pregame show, the Cyclone Watch, with him out, Russell may be thinking 4-down territory anyway. Back to pass Jones. He's throwing left side and missed the catch there as he threw it over the top of Caden Rose, trying to go for him. Clock stopped, 9:07, and now I thought maybe if we got some positive yards, we might go for it. Now I don't know. It's going to be 4th down and goal from the 11, and Russellville is going to attempt the field goal here. The holder is still Rose, but this 27-yard field goal attempt, and they are going to bring out Armando Solis, number 8, and he will attempt the 27. Yeah, it all depends on where you put it down. You can actually put it down wherever you want. It's going to be a 28-yard attempt for Solis.
Looks like we're going to call a timeout.
9 seconds on the play clock, and yeah, Coach Wheeler out, and he's going to stop the clock there. And just think about it. Don't want to rush it. It's actually going to be on the left hash mark for this 4th and go, and I don't know if he just thought maybe they were having to move too quickly, weren't in rhythm, or if he's thinking this over, trying to go for it. I think if they would have gotten about 5 yards, they might have gone for it. But 4th and goal from the 11 is kind of tough to do that. Russell will use its first timeout. You get 3 in each half. 9:07 left to play here in the first quarter. This is the first drive of the game for either team. Russellville on this drive, 9 plays, 58 yards. The defense of Mountain Home really didn't stiffen up too much until they got down here and had it 1st and goal. Russellville on the season 2 of 4 on field goal attempts, but this will be the first attempt by Solis. We saw him in practice on Wednesday, and he's definitely got the leg. Sometimes his kicks are a little lower than Kircher's, but he has the leg for it. They're going to snap it from the 11, and are they going to go for it instead? No. We see Solis out there. And again, ball on the left hash mark, so they'll need it fading right just a little bit. Caden Rose will be the holder. Luke Jones actually a snapper. Snap is down. The kick is on its way. It's definitely long enough, but it is wide left. No good.
He had the distance, no question about that.
Yeah, that wasn't the issue. So, and it's not from the line of scrimmage. I don't know if he's about to catch it. We're fine with it, but it's actually a punt that goes out of the end zone. They're supposed to get the ball to 20. All right, we're good with it.
Yep.
Maybe I'm wrong on that, but I don't believe so. Rolling to his left is Cade Yates throwing, complete near side. This is Jet as he's pushed out of bounds. And Jet Hannaford, their speedster, with the catch. Sims on the stop. Yeah. 2nd and 1 after the completed pass. And here's the handoff. And on the sweep, Hubbard's going to pick up the first down and a lot more as he's pushed out of bounds shy of the 25-yard line.
I couldn't see who made that tackle. They went behind that little tent they have down there.
And it is a first down as he put it down at the 24-yard line. 1st and 10. First carry for Hubbard. He's their main back. 3 receivers to the right. Hubbard, the running back, to the right of Cade Yates, the quarterback. He'll turn and throw a backwards pass. It's actually not considered a pass. It's a handoff as they get up over the 25, shy of the 30-yard line. Hannaford will get the carry and put him down at the 29-yard line to pick up a 5. And they're going no huddle. They haven't done this every series all year, but they're going tempo here. They're going 3 receivers to the short side of the field, going quickly here, and here's the carry by Hubbard. Big hole. He's got the first down. He's tackled at the 36. Quick plays here for Mountain Home is giving them a couple first downs, and they're going quick again. They're going to mark it down at the 35-yard line, so a pickup of 6 yards on the play, a couple of carries for Chris Hubbard, and he's got 10 yards total for the senior. 5'8", 195. 3 receivers now to the left side, open to the right. Back to passes, Yates. He throws across the middle and is almost intercepted after almost caught. It would have taken a shoestring catch there as he was trying to go to Cohen Morris, who only has 5 catches on the season.
And Daniels was there. I don't know if Daniels got his hand on it, but he was going for the interception.
2nd down and 10. That's the first incompletion for Yates on 2 attempts. Yates wearing number 6. They go with a tight end package. That is Corin. Rolling to his left, though. He's going to throw, and it's complete to pass out in the flat, and he's wrestled down at the 41-yard line. That's Carter Atkins on the catch. And not quite enough for a first down. They do put him down at the 41. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 4 now after the 6-yard pickup. Quickly to the line of scrimmage. Here's a handoff to Hubbard, weaving left side. He takes a lick, but leans forward for the first down as he got to the 45-yard line. I don't know if Russellville is ready for this kind of tempo, but Mountain Home going very quickly. Another first down. This one, Chris Hubbard, as he carries it exactly 4 yards, exactly what they needed. They have it at the 45-yard line. We have no score. Under 8 minutes to play here in the first quarter. 2 receivers now to each side. First time we've seen this look. 1 man in motion. That is Carter Atkins. He'll cross the face of the quarterback. They'll look his way. Yates going to throw far side of the field, and it's going to be almost intercepted but falls incomplete. Russellville jumped the route that time, and the Cyclones almost picked it off. Bo Mosley read that one perfectly.
Yeah, they were both together, him and the receiver. They were both fighting for the ball.
They were trying to go on that far side to Anthony Milbourne. That was his first target, and Mosley, if he'd have caught it clean, he'd have been off to the races. 2nd down and 10. Clock stopped here with 7:33 left to play in the first quarter. We have no score. Counter play. Hubbard starts right, nothing there. He'll break back to left. He's got an opening here. He's down the left sideline and pushed out of bounds inside the 40 to the 38-yard line of Russellville. A big gain there for Chris Hubbard.
Yeah, there was nothing up the middle, so he broke to the left, and it was wide open.
17 yards on the carry. He now has 31 yards on 4 carries, a first down for Mountain Home. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And not going with a tight end on this formation. Yates looking right all the way. He's throwing, and man-on-man coverage out the way, and is tipped away by Bo Mosley. He jumped up and with his left hand knocked it away. Again, they were going for Anthony Milbourne, and again, blanket coverage by Mosley. They're picking on Mosley there twice, and twice he's been up to the challenge. 2nd down and 10. For Mountain Home. Hubbard gets the call running short side of the field. He's very patient. He plows forward inside the 35 to the 34. Pick up a 4 yards on the play for Hubbard. Still going to be 3rd down and about 6 on the play.
Good gang tackling by the Cyclones.
Hubbard now 5 carries, 35 yards. And they'll need R28 for a first down. Nearing the 7-minute mark here in the first quarter. 3 receivers to the right. They're going to roll Yates that way. Cade looking downfield is going to tuck it and run. He cuts back to the middle, sliding, and he's got the first down. Got it by a yard and slid. And so Yates picks up the first down for Mountain Home. Pickup of 8, and they put him down at the 27-yard line. First and 10 for Mountain Home. That's the first carry for Cade Yates. Doesn't run too much like that, but I think that was a pass play all the way. He didn't have anybody open. He's only rushed now 36 times on the season for a little over 110 yards. Yates back to pass on first and 10. Looking left side all the way. He's got a man there, and it's turned around, and we got 2 flags on the incomplete pass. So turned around. I think we got turned around a little bit. We're going to be flagged for pass interference. And that's going to go against the Cyclones, and it'll give Mountain Home a first down. We have no score, 6:14 left to play here in the first quarter, and they'll go back to the line of scrimmage to mark this one off.
Well, there could have been a third flag. I think one of our defensive men on the line was held, but no flag on that.
I think instead of 15 yards, this goes half the distance to the goal, which should be put down to 14, and that's what they do there. When it's advantageous, that's what they do, half the distance penalty there. That's the first penalty on the Cyclones. It's the second penalty on the Cyclones. 2 receivers to each side, first and 10 for the Bombers at the Russellville 14-yard line. Yates back to pass, throwing slant, tipped and incomplete. Went through the hands of Milburn and then through the hands of a Russellville Cyclone and falls into the end zone. They're really trying to get the ball to Milburn, and they're just having problems. Mosley knocking it away, and that time that should have been caught. And it almost ended up in an interception after the missed play there by Milburn.
They're working on Mosley, but he's holding his ground out there.
3 receivers to the right, none to the left. They do have a tight end over there. Second down and 10. Cade is going to keep it on the quarterback draw. Yates inside the 10, near the 5. Takes a pounding, but he'll be stopped at about the 5-yard line. Shy of the first down, pickup of 9 on the play. It'll be third down and 1 at the Crimson Cyclone 5. Russellville running on a defense, and I think we may get flagged for illegal participation. They're going to hand off to Hubbard, and he's got the first down. A flag comes in. Russellville was running off players. They had too many players on because they were trying to run them off. Never actually got him. Didn't get enough guys off the field. They're talking it over right now. Now, I thought when it's illegal participation, you blew it dead, but they didn't blow it dead immediately, and Hubbard carried for the first down to the 1, so I guess I don't know if they're going to call this a decline penalty or a penalty against the Cyclones. No, illegal shift. Okay. Illegal shift. And that means 2 guys moved, and they both didn't get set. So Russellville dodges a bullet there, and that's why it was no play. Steve Airy, the head coach for Mountain Home, he's upset and getting explained to by the official, but I don't think he wants to hear it. So it'll be third down and 6 now from the 10. 5:49 left to play first quarter. We have no score. Russellville is running on 11th guy. They only had 10 on there. They get him in time. Play clock for Mountain Home at 17. Yates with 2 receivers to each side. Yates back to pass. He's going to throw for the corner of the end zone. It's going to be intercepted by Bo Mosley. Bo Mosley has the interception for the Cyclones in the end zone, so we have a touchback. And that was an odd play. They were going to the receiver over here, and it looked like they were going to Jet Hannaford, and he ran a stop route, and Yates threw it all the way to the corner of the end zone, and Mosley was there to pick it off.
Well, they had worked and worked against Mosley, and he comes up with the interception.
Yeah, and what's odd is they haven't. I mean, he's been really close to an interception, had a knockdown pass there, but that was just a miscommunication because Hannaford was still stopped around the goal line, and he threw it to the back of the end zone, and Mosley was there. So Russellville gets the interception, and they'll start their drive at the 20-yard line. Cyclones now with 5 interceptions on the season. Luke Jones for Russellville will carry on the first down play, and he'll get a couple yards to the 22.
Number 34, Prince, is in the Cyclone backfield for Daniels.
And you know, if you're over there and you're Mountain Home, you got a pretty good field goal kicker. They're talking about what play was called because obviously the quarterback and the receiver were not on the same page. Jones carried for a couple yards there. 2 receivers to each side for Luke. Ladarius Prince, as you said, is the running back. He's going to get the call. No, they're going to pull it and throw it far side, complete to Mekhi Foster. And he breaks a tackle at the 25, and Pyle goes forward as he's aided a little bit, shy of the 30. It's going to be shy of the first down. Russ will have 3rd and short coming.
Well, good power run by Foster over there.
That pass goes for 7 yards. 3rd and 1 for the Cyclones. Russellville converts 3rd downs on the season, the first 4 games, at a 40% clip. Ladarius Prince staying in there. We thought we might see more of him because Tracy Daniels is going to be playing more defense because of injury. Man in motion, this is Wisnant. He'll move over to the right side, more like standing up tight end. Ladarius Prince carries it, and he's going to be dropped as he's hitting the backfield. It somehow made it back to the line of scrimmage, but Russellville going to look at 4th down and 1, and you almost figure you have to punt here because you're at your own 29-yard line.
Well, the Bomber defense was in our backfield, and there's just no place to go for Prince.
D.A. Reed averaging 35 yards a punt. Remember, when he kicks the pooch kicks, it actually comes off his average. And Russellville has not run a fake punt this year, but I wouldn't put him past him here because you just need a yard. We'll have to wait and see what the look that Mountain Home gives us. Hannaford back to receive it. Reed's going to catch it, going to run to the right, and he is going to kick this one away. It's an end-over-end low kick, take a big Cyclone roll, and Hannaford thought about fielding it, thinks better of it as it rolls inside the 30, and it'll be down there at about the 27-yard line. That's going to be a 44-yard punt with no return. Russellville takes over after the interception, does not get a first down, and has to kick it away. And with 3:17 left to play here in the first quarter, we have no score in the Bombers' second drive of the game. Coming here as they'll start at the 28 officially. And they drove all the way down. Actually, remember, they got the ball inside the 10 before having the penalty. Turned the ball over on the interception by Bo Mosley. Cade Yates, the quarterback, wearing number 6. Here's a reverse. Gets back to Yates. He's looking. He's got a man open, but can't get it to him as Russellville nailed the quarterback, and he had to throw it to Corin Morris. Morris wasn't even turned around ready, and Russellville sniffed that one out, and they just went and hit the quarterback. I believe that was Tristan Sims.
It was, number 26. Good job on his part.
Now, it doesn't matter if you're faked out, just go hit the quarterback. And he actually had Anthony Milbourne on the far side who was wide open, but he had no time to look that way. Good job by Sims with the lick. 2nd and 10 for the Bombers. Counterplay here. Hubbard's going to carry it left side and breaks a tackle at the 30 and gets to about the 35. They say he stays in bounds as forward progress was stopped. He never actually went to the ground. I think he was out of bounds. They're going to put him at the 35-yard line to pick up a 7 on the play. 3rd and 3 coming for Mountain Home. Nearing the 3-minute mark, Chris Hubbard has 6 touchdowns on the season. He's got a 100-yard game twice. He takes a lick here as he carries it, and I don't know. I think he's going to be short by about a yard. And they're going to put him down at the 38. Ooh, that's a good – boy, they're saying first down without even marking it and measuring it. I think he was about a foot short.
Yeah, it looks like it.
We're right on the 40s where I'm standing, and it sure looked like he was about a foot short. Under 3 minutes to go. They do get the first down, though. Their opinion's the only one that matters. 1st and 10. Yates back to pass. Pump fake. Now he's going to throw, and it's going to be incomplete. Boy, that ball hung up there for a long time, and Russellville was looking for a pick 6 there. I think that was Mosley on that far side once again.
Yes, it was. That ball had a lot of air under it.
But when he pumped it, Yates pumped, and then he threw it, and he threw it off his back foot. Didn't really have the strong enough arm to get it there. Yates is coming in this game, has thrown for 895 yards on the season. He actually set the school record, 350 yards in a game last year, and then broke it against Harrison. He threw for 400. He's going to keep it himself on 2nd and 10, following his lead blocker, and he's going to pick up 10 yards to the 48-yard line. That was a strict, not even a read. That was he's supposed to keep it all the way and followed his blocker. He picks up 10 yards. He's now got 25 on 3 carries for the quarterback. The Bombers going quickly. We saw this on their first drive, and it worked. They'd stalled a little bit here on the second drive, and now I think Russell's going to call timeout. So we're going to take a quick timeout. 2:32 left to play here in the first quarter. We have no score. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Simmons Bank, nominated by Forbes magazine as a top U.S. bank, takes great pride in investing in our friends and neighbors. For more than 100 years, we've worked to make our customers' dreams come true, earning trust with convenient and reliable financial tools, checking and savings accounts, home and consumer loans, small business loans, and low-rate credit cards. Wherever you are on your financial journey, we're there with you every step of the way. Simmons Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, subject to credit approval.
They're having some clock issues we were just talking about, and Chase Canfield, our media team, says their clock will add 15 seconds, roll a few seconds, and then lose the 15 seconds. So it's really confusing sometimes. We're trying to keep our clock up with it. So when it adds 15 and loses 15 all within a span of about 10 seconds, really confusing anybody looking at it. That last carry by Cade Yates goes for 10 yards, and Russellville using their second timeout. And I think Coach Wheeler just wanted to sell his defense down a little bit. Situation is this, 1st and 10 for the Bombers at their own 48-yard line. Yates after that 10-yard carry. It'll be a draw play as he hands it off to Hubbard and tries to get around the Cyclone defense. He does get the edge a little bit, gets into Cyclone territory at about the 48. Pick up a 4 on the play.
He's hard to bring down, 195 pounds. He runs low to the ground.
It looked like that time, though, we didn't really set the edge. We kind of bit and crashed down a little bit, and that's how he got outside of us. Just picked up 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, the short side of the field. Yates looking right side the whole way. Delayed blitz. He's going to throw it for the slant, and it's incomplete, in and out of the hands of the receiver, and that should have been caught. It was a little bit behind Carter Atkins, but it hit him right in both hands. Russellville dodges a bullet there. That was a big gain for Mountain Home. That falls incomplete.
Yeah, we had 4 players around him, but nobody close to him. If he'd have caught that one, it had been a big gain for the Bombers.
3rd down and 7 for Mountain Home. They're at the Cyclone 49-yard line. They need our 42 for a 1st down. 2:19 left to play here in the first quarter. 2 receivers to each side for Yates. Back to pass, delayed blitz once again. He's flushed out of the pocket, nowhere to go. He'll circle back left side, nothing there, and he's going to take a pounding as he's dropped back at his own 40. Russellville on the delay blitz came, and a loss of 11 for Mountain Home, and they're going to have to punt the football away.
That was a good job by that defense.
And Yates, when he started to flush out right and realized there was nothing there, had to come back left. Knew he was in trouble. And a good time for the first sack of the game for Russellville.
Foster is back.
And they'll punt the football away on 4th and 18. Brantley Phillips, the backup quarterback, will kick this one angling right side. It's going to hit at the 30 and take a Mountain Home roll. I thought that was going to go out of bounds. I think we did too. Goes all the way down to the 41-yard line. I'm sorry, the 19-yard line, a 41-yard kick by Phillips. Phillips was their quarterback on their junior high team last year. There is a penalty flag as Russellville stands to get it at the 19-yard line. I heard the PA guy said there's a penalty flag, and I looked back, and it was about 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage back at the 41. False start against Mountain Home.
They're going to make them kick it over.
Yeah. They are.
Penalty against the Bombers.
It's against Mountain Home, so Russellville is going to make them kick it again, like you said. And so that'll erase the 41-yard kick.
Foster standing on his 25-yard line. Now he's moving up close to the 30.
Now to snap it this time from the 39-yard line. They've got the they never did mark off they marked off 1 yard. Phillips going to kick this one away. This one's a little better, but it's angled toward out of bounds. It's going to go out of bounds, and we'll see where they put it. They never actually, they marked off 1 yard of penalty there. because Russellville was up to 40.
We spotted at the 35-yard line where the Cyclones will start 1st and 10.
Russellville will have it.
Well, we gained some yardage, making them kick it over. From the
at the 35, yeah, I'm trying to do some
19 to the
math.
35.
Yeah, gained a little bit there. 26-yard punt. Russellville has it at their own 35-yard line.
Daniels back in.
And he's going to be playing a lot more defense tonight. Going to fake the fly sweep, hand it off to Tracy, and he'll get a couple yards, maybe 3 to the 38. Abel Abington was in motion there, and they faked the fly sweep handoff there. Tracy now 7 carries for 34 yards. Still waiting that game breaker there. But you keep giving it to him, and you just feel like eventually it's going to hit. In the final minute here, the first quarter, we have no score. Two receivers to each side. Jones back to pass, going to throw it to Tracy Daniels out of the backfield, and he takes a lick at the line of scrimmage, stays on his feet, gets out of bounds around the 40-yard line. And again, him being Tracy, I'm surprised he's that wide open, even on the little screen pass out of the backfield. He gets out of bounds, so it stops the clock with 31 seconds left. 3rd and 5 for Russellville. We have no score. 31 seconds left in the first quarter. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Jones back to pass. Pump fakes, nothing there. He's going to have to get out of trouble. Moves over to his left, throwing downfield. It's incomplete. He had Tracy over on that far side, and a late flag coming in at the 45-yard line. And I say late flag because you never know if this is after the play. As it stands, it would be 4th and 5. I think it's going to be against Russellville. We're going to wait for the white hat, an eligible receiver downfield. So he's got to check with Steve Airy if he wants to decline it. Russell getting another down. 4th and 5. Or sorry, if he takes the penalty, Russell's going to get another down. And Steve Airy wants to know if it's a loss of down. He's called the white hat over, and he's wanting to discuss his options. This is not a loss of down flag like it would be if, intentional grounding or something like that. So they are going to decline it. And so Russell's going to have to punt the football away. 23 seconds left here in the first quarter. This will be the second punt of the night for D.A. Reed. No score here in this first quarter. Russellville, their first drive, were all the way down, went 57 yards on 10 plays, missed the field goal. Since then, their next 2 drives have ended in punts, including this one. Fair catch called for, hits at the 35, and then Hannaford backs out of the way, and it's going to take a Cyclone roll. Almost 15 yards, 15 yards down to the 20. Russell trying to use a little air to help that. So 40-yard punt by D.A. Reed with no return. 9 seconds left to play here in the first.
There's another good punt by Reed. The snap was a little high, and he got that off just in time.
Cade Yates, who threw for over 1,000 yards last year, has not been helped up by his receivers. He's going to keep it himself here running left side. He's got the first down, takes a hit at the 30, falls forward to about the 33-yard line, pick up a 13 on the play, and that should be the last play of the first quarter. It stops with 2 seconds left just so they can move the chains, but it'll start as soon as they set it, and that should be the last play. They're lined up like the line of scrimmage waiting, but I don't think they're going to get the snap off. They are not. We've come to the end of the first quarter. We have no score. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
A solid roof for your business is key to keeping your employees, products, and valuables dry and clean. If you're experiencing roof leaks that are resulting in damaged equipment, stained ceilings, and walls, then don't let Mother Nature get the best of your business. The folks at E&F Roofing offer free commercial roof inspections, but their experience is priceless for your business, not to lose productivity and extend the life of your roof. So contact E&F Roofing today for a free commercial inspection at 479-272-4069.
Arkansas is sizzling, and Saracen's Summer of Sports Cars continues to keep the heat on with an iconic Camaro convertible from Gwatney Chevrolet. This is the last year for Chevy's classic Camaro, and Saracen Casino is the only place in Arkansas where you can qualify to win one tomorrow night just for playing your favorite games. Only 40 minutes from Little Rock, Saracen is Little Rock's closest place to play.
Saracen Casino Resort, Vegas, Arkansas style.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
Welcome back, the Cyclones and the Bombers scoreless after one quarter of play. Checking around our conference, Greenwood leading Van Buren in the first quarter 13-0. Area team Shiloh Christian leading Dardanelle in the first quarter. That score is 14-7. We'll have some scores coming up for you at the half. And Mountain Home, odd thing, they huddled, but they huddled on the sidelines back where they were at the end of the first quarter. Now they're running down the offense to where they will start this quarter as they have the ball at their own 33-yard line, 1st and 10. They have one play on this drive. No team really doing much with it. The Bombers did have 99 yards, Russellville 66. Both teams with scoring chances. Russell's best scoring chance ended in a missed field goal. The Bombers had at the 10, then they threw an interception. 3 receivers to the right for Mountain Home and a tight end at left side. Hubbard is going to get the call on the counter play, and he'll get to the 35, and that'll be it. They've had more success running against us outside the tackles rather than between the tackles, but they run there and pick up a couple yards.
And they run more to the left than any other direction.
Well, they got that big Caleb Purdue over on that left side, 6'4", 270. And then next to him is Nate Henderson, who is actually one of their better pitchers and catcher for their baseball team. Back to pass is Yates on 2nd down. He's going to sit in the pocket, throw. This one's wobbly, and it's going to be intercepted by Mekhi Foster at the 44 of Russellville. Cuts back at the 40, Mountain Home, and is going to be slung down, but not before he gets all the way to the 32-yard line. I don't know if the ball was tipped or what, but that came out of his hand kind of funny. And Mekhi Foster was back there playing center field, and he caught at the 44. And with a big return, he set the Russellville offense up just outside of Mountain Home's red zone.
There was a lot of pressure on Cates. We had some linemen there around close to him.
That's a second interception. The first one could have been explained away as a miscommunication, but that one definitely was either a tip ball or maybe it was hit or something. But, hey, Russellville needs to turn this one into points. Luke Jones in at quarterback with Tracy Dennis. Bobbled snap. Tracy picks it out of the air, and he's going to be swallowed up back at the 36, but that had disaster written all over it. I don't know if he was supposed to get the ball or not, but it was bobbled a couple times by Luke Jones and Tracy ends up getting it, but losing yardage back to the 35.
Yeah, they had 2 defensive men there. We dodged a bullet there.
Yeah, even though I'll take the 3-yard loss as long as we didn't turn the ball over. 2 turnovers for Mountain Home, none for Russellville. This Mountain Home defense only has 3 takeaways so far this year. Jones going to roll out to his right on 2nd and long. He's running out of real estate, and he's going to have to throw this one out of bounds. It'll stop the clock with 10:35 left, and that's always dangerous about being, because it doesn't matter if the ball gets to the line of scrimmage. I always worry about that being a grounding penalty against the quarterback. That's one of the worst penalties you can get because it's 5 yards from the spot of the throw and you lose it down. Third down and 13. Jones back to pass. We got a flag that'll kill the play, and this is usually a false start when it's thrown from the umpire. He's right behind the linebackers, and that's what it is. The umpire pre-snap is watching the offensive line. And that's the third penalty on the Cyclones for 29 yards total. That one goes for 5, 3rd and 18 for Russellville. Well, maybe 4-down territory if you can pick up about half of it. Here, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Byron Condenen is to the left. Jones going to step up in the pocket. He's going to fire it. He's got a man open, streaking towards the end zone. It's incomplete. He had Abel Abington, who had the defense beat. He was 5 yards behind anybody. Good speed there by Abington. But Russellville can't make the connection. They'll have 4th down and 18. And just too far to go for it there, and Russell's going to have to punt the football away. How about Abel showing some speed?
He did. Get about 3 or 4 yards behind his defender.
I like to see that because he could be a golfer on the golf team, so I like to see him getting some playing time. If he's not going to play golf, he needs to be on the field. And good for Abel. D.A. Reed on to kick for the 3rd time tonight. Had one of 40 yards last time. Again, Russellville, they're getting a turnover, not able to turn it into points. A little pooch kick, trying to get this one inside the 20. It's going to hit the 10. What's beautiful. It's going to take a Cyclone roll and be downed at the 2-yard line. See, that's where it hurts his average, only 38 yards, but it's downed inside the 20. That's his 6th punt this season that's been downed inside the 20-yard line. Good job, D.A. Good job by the cover team.
Oh, yeah, that's had 2 players down there keeping it from going to the end zone.
And they have a long way to go here with 10-17 left to play in the first half. We have no score. Nose of the football for Mountain Home at their own 2-yard line. Well, hey, last time they were down here in this situation against Lake Hamilton, they snapped it over the quarterback's head. They're going under center here. Yates is going to be under center. He's going to turn and hand it to Hubbard, and nothing doing. I think he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. You know they're thinking about that. That's why they went under center there.
Sure they did. Good job by our defense stopping up the holes right there.
They
gave him a yard.
Yeah, well, it didn't because just past the 2. It's got to be touching the 3-yard line for a first down, or for a yard. So it's 2nd down at 10. Under center once again. Yates back to pass. He's got plenty of time. He's airing it out. Man-on-man coverage out there. It's going to be complete at the 40-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. And that is Jet Hannaford, their speedster, who gets the big gain for Mountain Home. A gain of 38 yards on the play. And it was just man-on-man coverage, and it was good coverage, but Yates dropped it in there. That's the 2nd catch for Hannaford. That one goes for 38. He's got 47 yards receiving tonight. First down for the Bombers. 9:43 left to play here in the first half. Looking for the screen pass. Bubble screen in and out of the hands of the intended wide receiver, Carter Atkins. That was going to be a loss on the play because Russellville had that one defended perfectly.
Yeah, the defender got there at the same time the ball did.
Hannaford is closing in on 500 yards receiving. He had 220 yards of receiving against Harrison. Has 5 touchdowns. He averages over 100 yards receiving per game. Hubbard going to get the call, and he had a lick laid on him there. I think that was Solis there that stuck him there. No, that was Wisnut, I think.
Yeah,
he ends up getting a yard on the play.
Oh, he did get hit hard.
Sometimes 0, 8, and 7 are a little hard to see, but I'm not going to complain with the white jerseys and the red numbers. Mountain Home this year on one home game against Greenwood wore gray jerseys with darker gray numbers, and you couldn't see anything. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for the Bombers. 3rd down and 9. Back to pass is Yates. He's got plenty of time. Now he's going to step up in the pocket, fire towards the middle of the field, and it's in and out of the hands once again. Carter Atkins, he might have scored on that play. The defender for Russellville had fallen down. And they are not helping out their quarterback.
No, they're not. They had 2 receivers down there.
He is 3 of 14, and of the 11 incompletions, 2 have been interceptions. But of the 9, what do you think? Maybe 6 drops?
Yes.
I mean, that one was a touchdown.
He's hitting them in the worst place you could hit a receiver, and that's in his hands. That's what they told me.
Brantley Phillips, the sophomore backup quarterback, will be on to punt. Mackay Foster just inside his own 30 to return it on this 4th and 9. They'll kick it away from Foster. It's going to take a bounce and goes right to Foster. He's going to pick up the 21-yard line across the 30. He's at the 40. Dodges him at the 45. Spins away at midfield. Brought down at the 44-yard line of Mountain Home. But we have a flag way back. It actually went out of bounds, and it's inside the Mountain Home bench, I see, right around the 25-yard line. It's a block in the back against the Cyclones. So the punt went for 35 yards. We're going to have to wait and see where they mark the play from. Have to sort all this out. That negates a big gain for the Cyclones. And they got to switch footballs, and they're going to mark it off from the 24. So no return on that and a penalty on top of that. So 35-yard punt. Officially, it's no return.
At the 15-yard line, where the Cyclones will start 1st and 10.
Russellville will have it at their own 15, 1st and 10. 8:44 left to play here in the first half. Jones back to pass, looking left, turns back right, throws it, trying for Mekhi Foster. It's going to be intercepted by Mountain Home at the 46-yard line. They had man-on-man coverage on Mekhi Foster, and Talon Palmer with the interception for Mountain Home.
He stayed right with Foster. Just good coverage. Give him credit for the defense of Mountain Home.
And he celebrates, but I would too. I got the interception like that. Russell's first turnover of the game, and that one comes first play of the drive. It gives Mountain Home the ball back at their own 46-yard line. Luke Jones now 6 interceptions on the season. And the Bombers at their own 46 has it 1st and 10. 5 wide receivers in the pattern, empty backfield. Yates back to pass. He's going to throw for the middle of the field, and this is going to be dropped. He hit his running back, Chris Hubbard, in stride. He dropped it into double coverage, a perfect pass. And Hubbard just flat out dropped it. I mean, for a second, I thought it was going to be intercepted because Mekhi had the backside. Darian Thomas had the front side. That was a perfect pass.
Quarterback's probably asking, y'all don't like me anymore?
Yeah. 2nd down and 10 is the give. We got a fumble on the play. Russellville's clamoring for fumble. They're going to say it's still Mountain Home football, so either they covered it or there was no fumble at all. Pickup of 1 on the play.
Whitehat's having trouble with the clock.
Yeah.
Can't get them to move it.
We had talked about that. Chase had brought to our attention how it's jumping around, adding 15 seconds, subtracting 15 seconds, not starting at all. And yeah, he was kind of keep it going. I don't know why they stopped the clock on a regular running play. He's supposed to do that on an incompletion. Back to pass is Yates on 3rd down and long. He's hit as he throws, fires this one. It's going to be incomplete. And a late flag coming in. I think the official was swayed by the offensive, or on the home fans there, because that was late there. They're throwing that on Bo Mosley, and I don't think that was pass interference. But I think he was talked into it there because he was way away from the play. It wasn't the back judge. It was the side judge that threw it, and he was a good 20 yards away.
Well, I just counted. He was 25 yards away behind the play.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh.
Offsetting penalties.
Yeah.
We're going to do it again. We have a hold there. So that, I guess that helps us. I still think it should have been an incomplete pass. We decline it, but a holding penalty against the Bombers. So it negates the pass interference called against the Cyclones. So we'll do the 3rd and 9 play again. 3 receivers to the right, none to the left. They need our 44 for a 1st down. Yates looking right. Now he's going to tuck it and run, and he's going to be hit. He does get into Cyclone territory, but he's about 5 yards away from a 1st down. That would happen so quick. I think that was a design quarterback draw there. I don't think he was looking to throw it at all.
Yeah.
And I think they're getting a little flustered a little bit, Mountain Home. Here we have no score. They may be thinking about going for this on 4th and 5 because I don't see their punter in there yet. They're going to go for it on 4th and 5 right here at midfield.
Right.
Play clock's at 22. I'm fine with that.
They're going to try to draw us off sides.
Well, they're running on another receiver here, Carter Atkins. Play clock down to 13. And Russell jumped in the neutral zone. Yeah, Russell got close. I didn't know if they were going to actually flag us for it. It's almost like they had to think about it. And that's going to give a 5-yard penalty for Mountain Home. And it's supposed to be a 1st down. And let's see if it is. Yeah, they're going to say it is. Sometimes if it's 5 yards and a foot before a first down. You wind up a foot short, but yeah, that gives the Bombers a first down. That's their 11th first down of this first half. We have no score. A little over 7 minutes to go here in this first half, and the Bombers at the Cyclone 44-yard line. Following that interception, they do get their first down of the drive. Yates rolling out to his left, throwing, completed pass this time, and he's covered up after getting the first down at the 34-yard line. One of the ones they didn't drop, and that was actually a more difficult catch.
Harrison was there on the stop.
That goes to Chris Atkins, I believe. Sorry, Carter Atkins. First down for the Bombers at the Cyclone 34-yard line. 6:59 left to play first half. No score. Yates again rolling to his left, stops. He'll throw it back to his right, and this is up for grabs here. It's going to be intercepted by Bo Mosley at the 5-yard line. He's got some room. He's across the 20, 25, 30, left sideline, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40-yard line. Bo Mosley's second interception. I believe that's third of the season, but second interception of the night. And that was ill-advised. He threw it off his back foot, threw it up for grabs, and he threw it in double coverage. Otherwise, it was a really good decision.
And I didn't see who hit him, but he got hit about the time he turned loose the ball.
Mosley intercepting it at the 5, returning it, they say, at the 40 is what they gave him, a 35-yard return. And we have an injured player down. So I have an injury timeout. We'll take a break. 6:43 left to play in this first half. We have no score. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Feltner's Athletes Corner half of half clearance sale is now in progress. Save half of half off footwear from Nike, Asics, Brooks, New Balance, Keen, and Chaco. Save half of half or more on apparel from the North Face, Columbia, Patagonia, Mountain Khaki, Kavoo, Under Armour, Nike, and many more. Feltner's Athletes Corner, 2320 West Main Street in Russellville. Open 9:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday. All sales during this special savings event are final.
Welcome back. The young man from Mountain Home is up walking off under his own power, and that is Carter Atkins. Russell with the interception by Bo Mosley. He returns it 35 yards to the 40. So Cyclones getting a stop there. That's the third turnover by the Bombers, the third interception. And Yates, who has only thrown 4 interceptions all year, Russell's picked him off 3 times tonight. And that was actually one thing that their media guy had talked to me about. He says, if we throw it too much, you guys are going to pick it off. That's what's happened. Tracy Daniels right behind Luke Jones. They'll fake it to him. Jones rolling out to his right, throwing. He's got Abel Abington open at the 45, 40, 35 as he cuts back there, and he's going to be ridden down at the 30-yard line. Big play to Abel Abington.
Abington did a good job after he caught the ball, went down the middle, and then he broke to the right. Was able to pick up 3 or 4 extra yards.
30 yards on the play, and Russell's got the first down. That first down sponsored by A Better Way Realty. Real estate done a better way. Cyclones with it, 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line of Mountain Home. Under 6.5 to go here in the scoreless first half. Man in motion, that's the S-back. Daniels again in the pistol formation right behind Luke Jones, and Russell moved. Pistol formation is when he's not off to one side, the running back is directly behind the quarterback. We have a false start against the Cyclones here, so Russell will get the 5-yard penalty, 6 penalties for 49 yards. You know, Coach Wheeler's not going to be happy about that. Russell shooting themselves in the foot a little bit there.
Oh, we're going in the wrong direction.
Got to turn this turnover into points. Russell's had 3 interceptions. The first 2, they didn't do anything with it. This one, though, yet to be seen. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. The inside receivers, Peyton Harrison, Clendenin, the outside receiver here on the left side. Play action, Jones. He's going to throw it up. It's going to be Abington. Catches it at the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Cyclones. Luke Jones throws to Abel Abington for 35 yards on the score. 5:53 left. We have a player down for Mountain Home, but it's a lineman back near the line of scrimmage. The throw was thrown a little short. Abington adjusted well. The defender out there, I think that was Jacob Chenoweth, for Mountain Home, fell down. So Abington, once he caught it, cruised 15 yards for the score, and the Cyclones are on the board as they take a 6-0 lead.
Well, about the time Luke threw it, he got hit. I mean, it wasn't a bad hit, but he did go down, but no flag, which was we'd have declined it anyway.
Again, we have an injury timeout. Time to give you a few scores here. Greenwood in the second quarter leading Van Buren 20-0. The game that everybody's talking about across the state is actually our conference game, and that is Little Rock Christian against Pulaski Academy. We'll be giving you those scores too. Shiloh Christian now has opened it up a little bit in the second quarter against Dardanelle 28-7. Pottsville and Mayflower tied at halftime. It's halftime. Did they start that game early? 7-7. On to try the extra point is Armando Solis. Russellville leading 6-0. Bad snap somehow put down nicely by Caden Rose, and the extra point by Solis is good. 1 of 1 on extra points for the season. And that extra point sponsored by Mr. Brake and Lube. When you need auto repair shop, you can count on. We'll take a break. Russellville leads at 7-0 with 5:53 left to play in the first half. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Watch your money grow with First State Bank's My Rewards checking. Earn 4% APY on balances up to $25,000 and nationwide ATM fee refunds. Plus, First State Bank makes banking easy with mobile banking and drive-through banking 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Don't wait. Make the switch. Earn more interest with My Rewards checking. Qualifications must be met to earn 4% APY. If qualifications are not met, the account will earn 0.05 APY that statement cycle. First State Bank, member FDIC.
The love of football defines fall weekends, and in many homes, our families. But it's a demanding sport that can cause injury. That's why UAMS Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is on sidelines and in locker rooms for high schools and colleges across the state, ready to care for athletes with clinics in Central and Northwest Arkansas. UAMS Health, official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for Razorback Athletics and future Razorbacks all over Arkansas. Learn more at uams.health/team.
Well, after the Bo Mosley interception, the Cyclones go 60 yards in just 2 plays. And it was Luke Jones hitting Abel Abington for a 35-yard touchdown pass. I'll drive 2 plays, 50 seconds. The extra point added by Armando Solis, and the Cyclones lead at 7-0 here.
Well, it makes a team feel good when that defense creates a turnover and you turn that into points.
5:53 left to play here in the first half, and we talked about the kicking game. That was on our Cyclone watch because of the injury to Kircher Herring. Solis missed the field goal earlier, but he added the extra point. And the other thing that Kircher did was kickoffs, and Solis is going to handle that. He's going to line it up on the left hash mark. Mountain Home, they're back. They have 2 return men back at the 10-yard line. But he'll bounce this one on the carpet. A sliding catch made by the receiver at the 27-yard line. And that's where Mountain Home will have it. A sliding stop there by Anthony Milborn. They get at the 28. Is where they'll put it down, not the 27. And so that's where the Bombers will start. Coming up at halftime, we'll have stats for you. We'll also have scores from across the state. Also have some Cyclone history that we'll talk to you about. Excited about this one. You ever wonder where the name Crimson Cyclones came from? We're going to tell you about that. In fact, the handoff to Hubbard, and Yates is going to have a lick laid on him at the 26. Somehow I think he got back to the line of scrimmage. A tough kid. I tell you, Cade Yates was kind of befriended Ryan Mallett, who was assistant coach here, and in honor of Ryan Mallett, actually wore his number first game of the season when they defeated Nettleton. 2 receivers to the right, 3 to the left for Yates. Back to pass. He's going to throw the short side of the field. A sliding catch made for on that play by number 36, Corin Morris.
Pass complete to number 36,
and, you know, if guys are dropping it, I got to wonder if he's just worried about who he's going to throw it to, and took the safety valve there. The tight end that was lined up in the slot. Pickup of 7 yards in a play. It's 3rd down and 3.
Watch for the quarterback run.
Yeah, it's empty backfield here. Yates looking left all the way. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be caught. Russell went for the interception. Spinning away is the receiver, and he's going to be stacked up at the 49-yard line. I can't tell who got that. I thought that was Hannaford, but I can't tell if he's the one that caught it.
Yates' pass complete to number 22, Chad Hannaford.
Yeah, it is Hannaford.
Takes it to the 49-yard
The fans
line.
here thought it was a little extracurricular activity going on, but Russell's playing to the whistle. 1st and 10 for the Bombers at their own 49-yard line. 4:46 left to play here in the first half. Cyclones lead it by a touchdown. Again, empty backfield. Boy, they're showing us a little bit of everything. Back to pass Yates. No, this is a designed quarterback draw, and he's going to get to midfield and into Cyclone territory with a little help from his offensive line. Pickup of 2 on the play for Yates. He doesn't run the ball all that much coming into this game, but that's 8 carries tonight for 37 yards. Coming into the game, he had 35 carries in 4 games. He's got higher than his average here, or right at his average here in just the first half. Again, empty backfield. On 2nd down and 8. Yates back to pass, looking right, looking left. He's going to throw across the middle and drops it in there. It's complete, enough for the first down. Tackled at the 29-yard line. And that one wasn't dropped, but we do have a penalty flag. I think that was Palmer, an extra receiver that came in and made that catch.
Holding against Mountain Home.
Yeah, so that negates that. Palmer, I don't think he's got a catch on the season, but you know what? They may be upset with some of their receivers for dropping so many passes, because he's mainly a defensive back. He actually has an interception, but that'll be negated as the holding penalty comes against Mountain Home. It'll be a 10-yard penalty. It's always 10 yards from the spot. They spotted it at the line of scrimmage. So 2nd down, we'll repeat that, 2nd and 18, under 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Cyclones with a 7-0 lead. That helps us because that was going to put them inside our 30. As it is, they're back in their own territory. Empty backfield. Russell with the blitz, but it's a screen pass. Dodging man is Hubbard. He gets back to the 45-yard line.
Pass complete to number 25, Chris Hubbard.
Chris Hubbard out of the backfield there. And you could see the defensive end for Russellville react all of a sudden when he realized, hey, I'm getting to the quarterback too quickly. I think it's a screen pass. And it was a nice job there by Corbin Willis, who put the brakes on, turned around, and aided that tackle from behind. 3rd and 13 for Mountain Home. Again, empty backfield. That's the way they've gone this drive. They need the Cyclone 41 for a first down. Back to pass. He's being chased out of the pocket. Throws on the run. It's complete to Hubbard, but he's drilled at the 47-yard line. That's going to be about 6 yards shy of the first down.
Number 25, Chris Hubbard. Brought down by Russellville.
But, you know, I don't know if it's a little panic, because I thought they kind of panicked when they were going for it on 4th and 5. Turns out they had drawn Russellville off sides. This time they're going to punt the football away, or at least they're going to give that look. Brantley Phillips, again, the sophomore. He was actually the quarterback last year on the 9th grade team and led the junior high Bombers team to an 8-1 record. He's had 0 punts downed inside the 20 this season.
They'll still try to draw us off sides.
Well, they'd have to do it twice to get a first down. I say all that because Phillips can throw the ball. Kicks this one. It's going to go out of bounds. No, it's going to hit at the 6 and then go out of bounds. And there's his first punt downed inside the 20. It's going to be down at the 2, a 45-yard punt with no return. Maybe I jinxed it. 2:20 left to play here in the first half. Russellville with a 7-0 lead. And I tell you what, I think Coach Wheeler says, you know, if we can just get a couple first downs and go in at halftime up 7-0, I'm sure he'd be happy about that. Probably thinking about scoring, but when you're starting at your own 2, you're thinking, we just got to get out of this hole here. Maybe run some clock. Russellville with only 1 timeout. Mountain Home with all 3. Mountain Home was in this position. They went under center. Russell's going to go out of the shotgun, but Tracy Daniels to the right and in front of Luke Jones, the quarterback. This usually means quarterback draw. It is going to be a quarterback keeper along the right side. He's going to get positive yards right at the 5-yard line.
Luke Jones on the quarterback keeper.
It's one thing to know it's coming. It's another thing to stop it. Russell was able to get 3 yards on that play and get some breathing room here.
Yeah, that's a good gain considering where they're at.
I saw the clock jump just now. Lost 10 seconds. It went from 2:17 to 2:07. So 2nd down, and he says doing that a lot. 2nd and 7, and now Daniel's going to be left of the quarterback. Notice Russell's milking the clock a little bit. They're going to put a man in motion. As Franklin Guzman, the S-back, counterplay, Tracy Daniels breaks a tackle in the backfield. He's across the 10, 15, trying to get to the sideline, breaks an arm tackle there at the 20. Flag is down. Another flag coming down as he's out of bounds about the 25, but we're going to have to check this flag. It looked like he was going to lose yardage on that play. Broke some tackles in the backfield. It is going to be a penalty against Russellville, but if it happens with the flag there, he's going to get some yards here. Tracy is. It looks like there's one at the 15 and one at the 17. They're going to mark it from the 15, so Tracy Daniels gets the 15-yard line. No, they're going to get the 17-yard line. And then the penalty. It's a half the distance is what it should be. They're going to give a 10-yard penalty there, a hold. So it's still second down.
Ball spotted on the 7-yard line, second down.
And 6. Russellville needs just outside the 12 for a first down. Guzman again in motion, the S-back. Low snap. He's able to handle it after the fake handoff. Jones carries it himself, and he'll get just outside the 12. It's going to be third down at about a yard.
Brought down by Bombers number 43, Brent.
Third down and 1 for the Cyclones. No, they're going to give him a first down. We'll take that.
So the play is a first down.
So that first down for Russellville, sponsored by Better Way Realty, and Russellville's milking this clock down. It's 48 seconds. I'm kind of surprised that on that third down play, Mountain Home didn't call timeout and make Russellville think about it. Or on that second down play with all that going on. On first down here, Jones going to keep it himself running right side. He's going to lose maybe a yard on this play.
I doubt if Mountain Home calls a timeout. They're going to get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah.
No gain on the play.
They say no gain. They give him the 12, and Russellville does not have to snap it again. There's 28 seconds on the play clock, 17 on the game clock. And they're going to be out there just to kind of give the illusion, but I think Russellville's going to be very happy to go in up 7-0. Well, not a lot of scoring, but a lot of action. We had 4 turnovers. All of them interceptions, 3 created by the Cyclone defense. And Cyclones up 7-0 here at the half. We'll take a break. At halftime, we'll have scores for you. We'll have stats. We'll give us one scoring drive. Also, look at some Cyclone history. All that coming up during our halftime show. Cyclones lead it here at the half by a score of 7-0. This is Crimson Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Greenway proudly supports the DIYer in you. Whether you're a mover, a shaker, a groundbreaker, a risk taker, a challenge embracer, or a landscape visionary, whatever the task, we've got a John Deere tractor that can help move your project forward. You've got work to do, so let's get started. Reserve yours today in store or at gogreenway.com.
Hey, it's Drew Mitchell for Lakeside Oral, Facial, and Dental Implant Surgery. Lakeside is really proud this year to be sponsoring our local sports all throughout the River Valley. They're committed to the area. It's just another way they show that. When you're in the market for dentures, wisdom teeth, or whatever the case may be, remember Lakeside Oral, Facial, and Dental Implant Surgery, and check out their website at lakesideofs.com. Lakeside Oral Surgery, helping make the broadcast of local sports throughout the River Valley possible.
For the past 150 years, Lyon College has been educating Arkansas students who make a difference in our communities. Lyon College alumni are your computer scientists, artists, and engineers. They're your business and community leaders, teachers, and healthcare professionals. In fact, Lyon has an average medical school acceptance rate more than twice the national average. For more information, visit lyon.edu. Lyon College, a better world, starting in Arkansas.
We all have our traditions, from Friday night lights to Saturday morning hunts. These are the traditions we pass down to the next generation. And we might have hung up our cleats a long time ago. But come tomorrow morning, we can still put on our camo and hunter orange. Because some traditions last a lifetime. Get your hunting license and enjoy a season of memories, both on the field and in the woods. This message is brought to you by the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. Hunt natural.
Welcome back. We're at the half. The Cyclones lead it 7-0. Say it's been a defensive struggle? Well, maybe. It's been a turnover fest. It's 4 turnovers total in this game, 3 by Mountain Home, 1 by the Cyclones. What's your thoughts of the first half?
Well, again, this first half belonged to the defense, and you talked about it, 3 turnovers. And a good thing about it was we took one of them and converted it into a score. Watching Daniels run tonight, he's looked a lot better than he has the previous 2 games, especially when he can get it to the outside. He's gained some good yardage. It's taken some pressure off of Luke at quarterback. Luke is hitting his receivers. They're open. But again, you have to go back. That first half it belongs to our defense.
Yeah, I mean, 190 yards of offense for Mountain Home, 148 for the Cyclones. We'll give you the stats later, but Russellville just got the interceptions at key points. I mean, one of the interceptions happened inside the 10. The other one, they flipped the field. They returned it, put the offense right around the 30-yard line. The third one actually set up the lone touchdown by the Cyclones.
And one other thing, it's D.A. Reed's punting. He has done a good job punting the ball and keeping Mountain Home backed up close to their end zone, and he's just done a good job. Good coverage by our special teams.
Well, take out the Greenwood game because everybody's going to struggle against Greenwood when Mountain Home only scored 7 points. But they scored 29 against Nettleton, a 10-point win. They scored 44 on Harrison, 38 against Lake Hamilton. Russellville held them scoreless. If you look at the drives for the Bombers, their drives go like this: interception, punt, interception, punt, interception, punt. That was their 6 first-half drives. Russellville struggled a little bit, but they moved the ball some. They missed a field goal, then they had 3 consecutive punts, an interception, and then a touchdown. And, of course, that last drive when Russellville was just running out the clock there at the first half. Russellville leads it here by a score of 7-0. I'm not supposed to give scores later on, but here's, I think, a shocker. I mean, you may have an idea who's going to win the Pulaski Academy Little Rock Christian game. I don't know if you'd be surprised either one ahead, but you might be surprised at this. In the second quarter, Little Rock Christian leads PA 34-6. Now, PA can erase a lead like that pretty quickly, but a 28-point lead in the second quarter by Little Rock Christian. Those two teams really don't like each other. That's the biggest game of the state on paper, and I tell you, I think a blowout would be so surprising for anybody. But
I thought it might be a little closer than that.
Yeah, and it still may be. PA can erase the lead pretty quickly. We're going to have more scores for you, but coming up after this break, we will actually have stats of the first half for you. Russellville leads at 7-0 here at the half. This is Crimson Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
At Liberty Car Wash in Russellville, you have options. You can wash your car yourself or drive through one of the automatic car washes. Liberty Car Wash also gives you the option of washing your fur baby. Why make a mess in your home and risk clogging your drains when you can wash Max at Liberty Car Wash? Visit Liberty Car Wash today on Knoxville Avenue and South Arkansas Avenue in Russellville, where you always have options.
Miller Roofing Company, a family-owned company treating you like family. Who's a part of the Miller family of employees? This is Kay Metz.
I answer the phones. I am the front desk, and when you come in, I'm the first person that will greet you. I will make sure that you get looked after. Our whole office, we're a family. So that is what we try and encourage with our customers.
Your friends at Miller Roofing. See them on South Arkansas and Russellville, and follow them on Facebook.
$1.2 billion. Imagine what you could do with that much money. Well, thanks to the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery, you don't have to imagine, because we can tell you exactly what's possible. You can fund more than 720,000 scholarships for Arkansas students. Scholarships that have educated teachers, nurses, engineers, welders, computer coders, and more, changing their lives and reshaping their communities in the process. So keep playing, Arkansas, and together we can imagine what happens next.
Your best life begins with your healthiest life. At Baptist Health, you'll find the comprehensive care you need for every person in your family.
From pediatrics to primary care to women's health, we're equipped to partner with you in every phase of your wellness journey. You'll also find Baptist Health locations and clinics across the state, ensuring we're always there for you, when and where you need us. Learn more about the state's most trusted name in healthcare, locate a clinic, find a provider, and more at baptist-health.com.
Welcome back. The Cyclones lead it here at the half by a score of 7-0. We'll give you the stats for the first half, and also want to tell you that here in a little while, before we start the second half, we will be posting these stats on our Facebook page, so you can always go back and refer to those. Russellville leading 7-0. Russellville 148 yards in the first half, 190 for the Bombers. For the Cyclones, they had 85 yards passing, 63 yards rushing, a total of 25 plays. Luke Jones, 5 of 10 for 85 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Receiving, big play there by Abel Abington. He actually had 2 big plays. One was the touchdown reception. He has 2 catches for 65 yards and that touchdown reception. Tracy Daniels, 2 catches for 13 yards. Running the football, Tracy Daniels, 9 carries for 42 yards. That's almost 5 yards a carry, 4.7. Luke Jones, 5 carries for 21 yards. Darius Prince had 1 carry for 0 yards. For the Bombers, Cade Yates, 8 of 21. Now, a lot of those incompletions were drops, but he also hasn't helped himself too much because he has 3 interceptions, has thrown for 96 yards. Receiving, Jet Hannaford has 3 catches for 61 yards, 2 catches for Carter Atkins for 16. Chris Hubbard, running back for the Bombers, 12 carries, 52 yards. Cade Yates has helped himself out running the football, 8 carries for 37 yards. 42 plays for the Bombers, 25 for the Cyclones. Russellville with 3 turnovers by their defense, 1 turnover for the Bomber defense. Russellville's been penalized 7 times for 59 yards. The Bombers 4 times for 35 yards. Russellville has not converted a third down. They're 0 for 4, 4 of 9 for Mountain Home. Neither team has gone for it on 4th down in that first half. Cyclones lead. The most important stat, though, they lead it on the scoreboard, 7-0. We'll go ahead and tell you about that drive. On that drive, it was after an interception by Bo Mosley, who intercepted inside the 10, ran it back all the way to the 40-yard line. It just took Russellville 2 plays to score. They go 60 yards in 2 plays in 50 seconds. Luke Jones hit Abel Abington for a 35-yard touchdown reception. So Lease added the extra point. And that gave Russellville the 7-0 lead. And for Abel Abington, that's his first touchdown reception as a Russellville Cyclone. Congratulations to him. Russellville leads at 7-0. We'll have a look at Cyclone history and how Russellville got the name Crimson Cyclones coming up in after this break. This is Crimson Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
At Phil Wright Autoplex in Russellville,
we know you have many places to buy a car. Our competitive pricing and no-pressure sales team
has made us your premier GMC and Chevrolet dealer in the River Valley for almost 50 years.
Our impressive inventory is changing daily. Shop online 24/7 at philwright.com.
For a simplified buying process, trust Phil Wright Autoplex. Great inventory, great prices, and an overall great buying experience. Exit 84 off I-40, Russellville.
Word is spreading fast about how fantastic the food is over at Ridgewood Brothers Barbecue in the big city of Russellville. Slow-cooked barbecue, quality meat done the right way. But did you know if you have a big event coming, we're talking weddings, maybe some people coming in from out of town for a business meeting that you really want to impress, Ridgewood Brothers Barbecue can help you out. Definitely hit up Grant and the gang over there at Ridgewood Brothers Barbecue for catering. Shane here with you once again for Ridgewood Brothers.
The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas deliver reliable, affordable power to more than 60% of Arkansas, the field we call home. The 17 dedicated electrical cooperatives around the state manage over 75,000 miles of power lines, delivering power to more than 500,000 homes, farms, businesses, and of course, football fields, improving the lives of communities and their residents all across Arkansas. The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, the power to play, the power to deliver.
Your business is up against a lot of things these days. Inflation costs, workforce issues, federal overreach. The list of things keeping you up at night keeps getting longer. The Arkansas State Chamber Associated Industries of Arkansas is here to help. We are constantly working to improve the business climate and make Arkansas as competitive as possible. The Arkansas State Chamber Associated Industries of Arkansas works tirelessly for your business so you can rest easy. Join us today.
Welcome back. We're at the half watching the Mountain Home Marching Band here. Cyclones leading it 7-0. At the half, we want to tell you that the Cyclones are going to be back at home next week as they host Siloam Springs. And then they'll be on the road again 2 weeks from tonight as they travel to Van Buren. Not that you ever look at games where you can't win, but Russell starting off with PA and Little Rock Christian. That's two of the big three in this conference. And then they get 4 games counting tonight before they have to face Greenwood. Mountain Home, Silent Springs, Van Buren, Greenbrier. So a little bit more what fans view as winnable games before they head to Greenwood. Well, the Cyclones lead it here. We actually had a couple people have approached me in the last couple weeks about the nickname Crimson Cyclones, so I thought, hey, this would be a good time to talk about that and the origin of the name. The Cyclones at Russellville High School was actually called the Athletics when they started playing football in 1906. And then the name Crimson Cyclones was given to the team by local fans in October of 1921. That season, the team had got new crimson uniforms. They were bought by a group of local businesses that season, and then in the paper, it described that the team was flattening opponents like a cyclone. They only allowed 6 points. To get this, 6 points in 9 games that season. So during October, they began a side-to-side cheer where one side of the stadium or one side of the stands was yelling Crimson and the other one was yelling Cyclones. When the defense took the field, it was Crimson, Cyclones, back and forth, back and forth. The newspaper picked up on it, mentioned it, and the name stuck. It was actually voted on by the student body that season, during the season, that and that's how the name Crimson Cyclones was officially adopted by Russellville High School. Looking at that 1921 team, they were 8-0 or 8-0-1. They still own the single season points per game. And you say, well, yeah, they only allowed 6 points in a perfect season there, but they actually averaged 46 points a game. And they toppled 90 points 2 different times. They scored 91 against Ozark, won that game 91-0, and then the highest output ever for a Russell Cyclone football team, they defeated Pottsville 97-0, and again that 97 points was and is still the school record. The 1921 team also holds the distinction of beating Conway twice in the same season. They beat Conway Wampus Kittens there 21-0 and 35-0, and that was the first of 2 times that happened. The year after, in 22, Cyclones actually beat Conway twice that season also. But that was under Wallace Bailey in 1923 when he took over. So it was not Coach Bailey's team that was first nicknamed the Crimson Cyclones. There were no playoffs back then at 1921. Russellville should have been the state champion, but the state championship was actually awarded to 2 schools, Little Rock High School and Pine Bluff. But the 1921 team not only being undefeated, not only having points-wise the best defense in Cyclone history, but also has a distinction of the first team named the Crimson Cyclones. That's a look at your Cyclone history. Russellville leads it here at halftime over Mountain Home, 7-0. We're going to take a break, come back with scores from across the state. Other than that Little Rock Christian PA score of 34-6, we'll take a break. This is Crimson Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Why trust River Valley Tinting and Glass? Well, River Valley Tinting and Glass is a family-owned business, and they take care of their customers like family too. So remember, your local auto, residential, and commercial glass and tinting company, River Valley Tinting and Glass. Check out their work on Facebook or call 890-5839 to get an estimate. Or you could always come by 2202 East 2nd Street to see all they can do for you. From a business you can trust, River Valley Tinting and Glass.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more reliability, durability, and versatility built in, like #1 selling Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors, Z Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Visit your local Kubota dealer for a demo today. In the River Valley, see River Valley Tractor on Weir Road in Russellville.
I'm Rex Nelson. People travel to Arkansas to experience its natural beauty. We even market ourselves as the natural state. Our landscapes not only make this state exciting to visit, but a wonderful place to live. Not to mention the positive impact tourism has on our economy. It's our responsibility to keep our environment litter-free. Let's do our part to keep it beautiful. Visit keeparkansasbeautiful.com to get involved.
This message brought to you by this station, the Arkansas Broadcasters Association, and the Keep Arkansas Beautiful Commission.
Simmons Bank, nominated by Forbes magazine as a top U.S. bank, takes great pride in investing in our friends and neighbors. For more than 100 years, we've worked to make our customers' dreams come true, earning trust with convenient and reliable financial tools, checking and savings accounts, home and consumer loans, small business loans, and low-rate credit cards. Wherever you are on your financial journey, we're there with you every step of the way. Simmons Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, subject to credit approval.
Welcome back. We're at the half. The Cyclones leading the Bombers by a score of 7-0. We're going to look at scores from across the state. Again, Little Rock Christian still the second quarter score, leading Pulaski Academy 34-6. Another conference game, Greenwood leading Van Buren at the half 34-10. Lake Hamilton is at Siloam Springs. Don't have a score for that. Greenbrier is open. Again, with odd number of teams in our conference, somebody's always going to have an open date. Russellville actually has an open date on the final week of the season. Look at some area scores. Dardanelle is falling way behind Shiloh Christian. It's a second quarter score. Shiloh Christian leading 35-7 over Dardanelle. There's some talk that Shiloh Christian is going to move up to 6A next year and be our conference opponent. We'll see. I'm okay with that as long as we lose PA and Little Rock Christian. I'll trade 2 for 1 on that one any day. Halftime score, Hector leading Johnson County Westside 24-0. Also at the half, Pottsville and Mayflower tied at 7. Atkins is at Salem tonight. It's possible they had a little bit longer trip than us. Atkins to Salem, I think, is a little bit longer than Russellville Mountain Home, but not much. Alma is at Clarksville. Bauxite is at Dover. Coming up over on the radio side, beginning at 10 o'clock, or whenever we can join it after this game, from 10 o'clock until midnight on FM 102.3 will be the Simmons Bank Friday Night Scoreboard Show. That's hosted by the voice of the Ouachita Baptist Tigers, Rex Nelson, and Nate Olson of ScorebookLive.com. That's at 10 o'clock until midnight on River Country KCJC. We're going to take a final break and be back with the second half. Russellville leads it over Mountain Home 7-0. This is Crimson Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Score huge on select in-stock wheels and tires now at R&R Tire Express. Get a set of wheels for just $6 and score the extra point with a set of tires for just $1 more. That's right, score a touchdown. Get the wheels and tires for just $7 right now at R&R. Just $7 gets you started on select in-stock wheel and tire packages. So get off the bench and get in the game. Score huge now at R&R Tire Express. Now open on East Parkway Drive next to Starbucks in Russellville.
Mac Daddy's Old Town Meat and Eat on the Dover Square is serving up delicious home-cooked meals and entertainment for the whole family. It's just like gathering at Grandma's house, but with live bands on the weekends, karaoke on Tuesday nights, and lots of stuff for the kids to play on. So bring the family to Mac Daddy's Old Town Meat and Eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Mac Daddy's Old Town Meat and Eat, 9733 Market Street in Dover. Open Monday through Saturday, 6:30 to 9, and Sunday buffet, 11 to 3.
Today comes only once. It is a day of opportunity. What is done with this day will play a big part in determining the future. I am Renata Jenkins Bowler with Roller Funeral Homes. That is a pretty bold statement, but a true one nevertheless, because every day is filled with opportunities taken or missed. At Roller Funeral Homes, we look at each day as an opportunity to prove ourselves worthy of the trust that you have put in us for so many years. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect.
Little Rock is where you'll be amazed by everything that awaits every member of your family. Explore sites like the Little Rock Zoo or hike to the top of Central Arkansas at Pinnacle Mountain State Park. Learn about the world around us at the Museum of Discovery. And at the Central Arkansas Nature Center, you can see alligators up close right in downtown. You can tour the Oval Office at the Clinton Presidential Library and walk in the footsteps of civil rights pioneers at historic Central High School. One experience and you'll be big on Little Rock. Learn more at littlerock.com today.
Welcome back. Russellville leading here at the half by a score of 7-0. They put more time on the clock as the team's just now coming out. I never understood that. They give like a 15 or 20 minute halftime and then then they'll give 3 more minutes as soon as the teams come back on the field. See it every place, but that's what they do. This is the 44th year for Bomber Stadium here, and the Bombers coming in this year, they really thought that they had a team that, in fact, I was told, hey, we're either going to upset Greenwood or Pulaski Academy, one of the big two. They thought that they had that. Cade Yates, a returning starting quarterback, threw for 350 yards against Van Buren. That was a school record, and he broke it against Harrison this year in their big win against a big rival, 44-31. I mean, this quarterback threw for 1,700 yards last year, and Russellville's held him in check. They've picked him off 3 times, and 96 yards passing, 8 of 21. But again, I've got to say at least 6 drops by his receivers, and I think 2 of them could have gone for touchdowns or at least been very close. They have not helped out their quarterback at all. I guarantee you that's something that Steve Airy was talking about with his team at halftime.
Well, one thing I think we'll see at the start of the second half is more running by Chris Hubbard. They did that at the beginning of the game, then all of a sudden they just quit. And seemed like he only touched the ball maybe once or twice on short passes. But I think we'll see more running by Hubbard in this second half.
Now, Steve Airy, really good coach. He's actually in the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame. He's from Thayer, Missouri. This is 4th year here at Mountain Home. But overall, in coaching here in Arkansas and at Missouri, he's got 198 victories. And looking for 200. I think they were thinking they were going to get 199 tonight. They're going to have to come back against the Cyclones if they do that. But 8 conference titles here for Mountain Home. The last one happened in 1983. Steve Airy came to Arkansas to be the junior high football coach at Harrison. He was there for 1 year, and then they opened up the football position here, and it was down to 3 candidates at the time. 4 years ago, one was Steve Airy, one was Dave Wheeler. And Airy beat out Wheeler, and that was 4 years ago, and they hired him. I wonder if Coach Wheeler has some ideas about that, and maybe it's a little bit personal here with Mountain Home. I did not ask him about that because I value my life. I didn't want to ask him during our coaches show if he held any ill will towards that, but Coach Wheeler, actually at the time, I don't know if he was at Rogers or at Bentonville West at the time, an assistant coach. Of course, he left Russellville after winning state championship as defensive coordinator to go to Fayetteville, and he was at Fayetteville, Bentonville West, Rogers before he came back to Russellville. He's been around a lot, Coach Wheeler has. He's been in college, of course, coaching at Arkansas Tech, so he's been around Russellville quite a bit, so probably ended up where he wanted to end up. Russellville going to kick off to start the second half. And once again, remember, Russellville had stopped Mountain Home there, forcing them to punt, and then ran out the clock, the final 2:20. Again, on those drives for Mountain Home, interception, punt, interception, punt, interception, punt. And so Russellville defense really showing up in that first half. But we expect Mountain Home to make some adjustments, and we'll see what adjustments the Cyclone defense will make. Armando Solis, again, going to handle the kickoff duties for the Cyclones. Mountain Home elects to receive. Russellville gets to defend which end zone they want, but the wind now has died down. They would have had the wind at their back to start here, but the big American flag above their video board here is not moving at all. So Lee's going to kick it off for the Cyclones as we're ready to start the second half. They have a couple players back inside the 20, but he's going to pooch kick it, and it's going to be caught by Hannaford across the 26, running laterally across the 30, 35, dodges a man there, spins away at the 40, and will be tackled at the 44-yard line by Jet Hannaford.
That's good position for Mountain Home.
Yeah. 18-yard return by Hannaford, and that's where Mountain Home will start the second half. Again, Yates' numbers could have been a lot better had his receivers hung on the ball, but one interception was a miscommunication. The other 2 was pressure by the defense. Good pick. Russell intercepted him 3 times in that first half. Yates going to hand off to Hubbard, running the short side of the field, and not a lot of running room. He does tuck it inside to get a couple yards, but that'll be it. Tough running there by Chris Hubbard. They give him the 47, a pickup of 3 on the play.
A good stop by the Cyclones. We want to keep that guy in check if we can.
13 carries for 55 yards for the senior running back. This is a senior-laden team. Carter Atkins, the receiver, who's a sophomore, but everybody else seems to be seniors who are contributing. Cade Yates took over the starting position quarterback early last year. He has 3 receivers to the left, back to pass. He's looking right. A little drag route. It's complete. to Melbourne. He's got the first down the right sideline. He's at the 30, 25, and everybody thought he was going to go out of bounds, but he kept going down the sideline, finally brought down at the 21-yard line. As he gets down deep into Cyclone territory at the 21-yard line, 32 yards on the pickup for Anthony Milburn. That's his first catch. He's been targeted 4 times. He had a couple drops in that first half. 3 receivers to the left. Play action. Yates, he's going to throw to the far side. It's going to be complete at the 10, breaking a tackle, stiff arms him at the 5, into the end zone for the touchdown. I couldn't tell who caught that. I think it was Carter Atkins, the sophomore who had just mentioned, gets the touchdown of 21 yards, and just like that, the Bombers have tied the game. It was Carter Atkins, his second touchdown of the season, and their first score tonight. They do the swinging gate. Russell practiced against this. And then if you defend it, then they go back to kick the regular PAT. Kelso Haught, who's 14 of 15 on the season, and make it 15 of 16 as he hits this one. 7-7 our score. Mountain Home ties it up pretty quickly. We'll take a break. This is Crimson Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
If you like supporting local small town, then you should go down to Funky Town Mall. We've got over 80 vendors from our very own community with tons of varieties such as vintage, antiques, collectibles, furniture, painted or stained, art, decor, holiday decor, glassware, pottery, farmhouse, jewelry, clothing, new, ancient and worn, western wear, frame, autographs, sports pictures, puzzles, kids' toys, sports, trading cards, books, albums. Did you get all that? Well, I guess then you're just going to have to come see for yourself. We've got something for the whole family. 1612 South Arkansas. Like us on Facebook and see what's new and ask about our shipping and layaway options. Come on down to Funky Town.
Arkansas is sizzling, and Saracen's Summer of Sports Cars continues to keep the heat on with an iconic Camaro convertible from Gwatney Chevrolet. This is the last year for Chevy's classic Camaro, and Saracen Casino is the only place in Arkansas where you can qualify to win one tomorrow night just for playing your favorite games. Only 40 minutes from Little Rock, Saracen is Little Rock's closest place to play.
Saracen Casino Resort, Vegas, Arkansas style.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
Mountain Home goes 56 yards in just 3 plays, 1 minute and 5 seconds. Cade Yates hit Carter Atkins for a 21-yard touchdown pass. Kelso Haught added the extra point. Just like that, we're tied at 7 with 10:55 left to play in the third quarter. They raced that lead pretty quickly here in the second half. Kelso Haught going to kick off Russellville. Not very deep. Their deepest man is Tracy Daniels. He's at the 20-yard line. They'll kick this one high and very short. It's going to be fielded by the Cyclones. Dropped, pick up at the 30-yard line. That's Ladarius Prince. He stumbles forward to the 40 and be tackled at the 41. A pickup of 11 yards on the return.
That's a good run by Prince. Russellville's going to take over in some good field position.
He caught it and then dropped it immediately, picked it up and made some positive yards after that. Russell will have it at the 41-yard line, all tied at 7. 2 receivers to the left side, our side of the field. They're split. 1 receiver to the short side of the field, the right side. Tracy Daniels in the pistol formation. They're going to give it to Tracy. Started left, breaks a tackle the backfield, plows forward, is across the 45 and still on his feet as his forward progress is going to be stopped at the 47-yard line. Good, tough run. 6 yards there by Tracy Daniels. He now has 10 carries, 48 yards. Russellville had to shift around the offensive line because of the injury to Jack Gray. They moved Spencer Cisco to center for tonight. Still have Trenton Reynolds there at the left tackle spot. Also, Hubbard, I believe, on that offensive line. 2nd down and 4 for Russellville. Jones with Daniels right to his left. They'll give it to him, running right on the sweep. Cuts it back in. And might have the first down, but we have a flag down right at midfield as Daniels got into Mountain Home territory. And Russellville, 7 penalties for 59 yards. Really been shooting themselves in the foot at key times. And I think this one's going against us here.
Holding again.
The flag was at midfield, which means you would give Tracy Daniels 3 yards, but we'll see if sometimes they throw it where it's supposed to be. And now they're going to mark it off from the line of scrimmage. So it'll negate any kind of run for Tracy.
Still 2nd down.
They're going to put it down at the 37-yard line, a 10-yard penalty. 8 penalties for 69 yards now. Russellville looking at second down and 14 yards. Russellville needs the 49-yard line of Mountain Home for a first down. Play action. Set up the bubble screen to Clendenin. It's complete. He spins away from a man at line of scrimmage. Ball's on the turf, and Russellville's going to cover it. Abel Abington right there is going to cover it at the 47-yard line.
Well, Russellville dodged a bullet. There could have been a flag on a block in the back, but apparently the official just didn't see it.
As he got to the 46-yard line, Russellville looking at third down here. Good job by Abington to recover that fumble. Now it's a bad snap, and Tracy Daniels going to cover it back at the 40. Russell's going to lose yardage here.
Number 1, Tracy Daniels, for a loss of 6 yards. It is fourth down.
And that'll make fourth down and 11 for the Cyclones. They're going to have to punt the football away as they're on their own 40. And D.A. Reed going to run to the left. Here's a wobbly kick, and it's going to hit at the 31-yard line and be caught at the 28. So the punt of 32 yards, and that's where Mountain Home will take over at their own 32-yard line with 8:17 left to play here in the third quarter.
Bombers will start 1st and 10.
Mountain Home with it at the 32. I'll check that. At the 28 is where they put it down. Cade Yates going to call his own number, and he'll get to about the 31-yard line, pick up a 3 on the play.
And Cade Yates on the quarterback keeper.
Pick up a 3. Cade Yates now 9 carries for 40 yards. And be second down and long. They're going to come out with 2 receivers each side. No, they're going to put 1 receiver as a tight end. That's going to be Corin Morris, number 36. Yates rolling to his left. Pass out in the flat to Hubbard, the running back coming out of the backfield. He picks up the first down as he's out of bounds along that left side just past the 40.
He runs out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Pick up of 10 yards on the play. Some safe passes there for Cade Yates. They called it the 41, but he actually stepped out the 40, and that's where they're going to put him down.
That's a second or third pass that Hubbard has caught. He's done a good job coming out of that backfield.
Not huddling. Mountain Home looking over at their offensive coordinator, get the play in. Hubbard only 4 receptions on the season coming into this game. Yates back to pass on first down. Throwing to the near side here. It's complete to Atkins. He's got the first down and more as he cut back at the 40 and taken down at the 31 of Russellville. Looked like, again, he was going to go out of bounds, but he didn't. He just kept going, and a big gain there of 29 yards.
Yeah, nobody was on him, and that ball hung up there for a long time. It seemed like he was just standing there waiting on it.
Yeah, Carter Atkins caught a touchdown pass earlier tonight, and now Mountain Home going quickly. On first down, the give to Hubbard. He plows forward inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A pickup of 2 on the play. 187 yards passing now for Cade Yates. I tell you, Russellville led at halftime 7-0. They could have looked a lot uglier had their receivers caught some passes. They dropped quite a few. Russellville picked him off 3 times, but their first drive was quick and a touchdown. They're marching here on the second drive of the second half. Back to pass is Yates. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be a jump ball complete at the 5, and he got down to the 1-yard line. And that's Jet Hannaford on the reception, a gain of 28 yards. And they have it first and goal at the 1. Going quickly here. Yates going to hand it off to Hubbard. Straight up the middle. He didn't get in.
Good
no
stop.
Gain on the play.
Good stop.
Yeah, they tried to go quickly there. 2nd down and goal. They're going to bring in heavy package here as number 39, the defensive end, Robert Dover, coming in to play some offense. I'm sure he'll be lined up as he is a fullback or the S-back. Keeping Hubbard in there. And ball is dropped on the turf, and covering it is Yates. The Bombers recover it back at the 5-yard line. They tried to go quickly there, and almost too quickly, as Yates never actually had control of it.
3rd and goal.
I mean, they were going with heavy package and a quick count, and it backfired against them. Now 3rd and goal from the 5. They're going to keep Dover in there at S-back position. And Yates now rolling out on 3rd down to his right, throwing for the end zone, complete. And he juggled it. Did he catch it? No signal. Now they signal touchdown. Rolling out of the backfield, and that was the S-back, Robert Dover, with his first offensive touchdown of the season. Not really a trick play, but you almost feel like that when you roll the S-back out there. He's mainly in there to block. And back-to-back touchdowns on back-to-back drives for the Bombers. Just like that, they have the lead for the first time tonight. Swinging gate, Russellville defends it, so Kelso Hott will attempt the extra point here with 5:53 left to play in the 3rd quarter. The extra point is long enough, and it's good. 14-7 our score. Mountain Home leads it. We'll take a break. This is Crimson Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
The Russellville School District is seeking route substitute and trip bus drivers. Route drivers start at $30.38 per hour with pay increases for years of experience. Substitute drivers make $30.38 per hour on routes. Drivers interested in trips earn $15.45 per hour for the duration of the event, and bus monitors can make $15 per hour. Route drivers and monitors are eligible for insurance and retirement. No CDL. RSD is a registered training site. Apply at russellvilleschools.net transportation page.
Are you looking for a place where your educational journey can truly thrive? Southern Arkansas University has helped thousands of people like you earn a degree. At SAU, it's not just a university, it's a supportive community dedicated to your success. Explore the accredited programs SAU has to offer, led by experienced faculty who are passionate about your growth. From business and biology to education and engineering, SAU provides a comprehensive educational experience. Join the legacy of excellence at Southern Arkansas University and take the opportunity to shape your brightest future imaginable. Your journey starts in Magnolia, Arkansas.
Welcome back. The Cyclones giving up a touchdown. Back-to-back scores for Mountain Home. They lead at 14-7. 5:53 left to play here in the 3rd. That touchdown drive for Mountain Home, 2 minutes and 24 seconds. They go 72 yards in 8 plays. We'll tell you the scoring here in just a moment. But Kelso Hott on to try the kickoff. They got a little bit different formation here as they put it in the middle of the field. They're going to scoot it along, and Russellville going to try to fall on it. Doesn't. Pick it up is Mekhi Foster. He's running laterally from the 34. He's down the right side, and he's at midfield. He's at the 40, 35, breaking a tackle there, slung down inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. Mekhi Foster taking it from the 35, and he's got fantastic field position inside the 30. I think they put him down at the 27. A 28-yard return by Mekhi Foster.
He did. That kind of backfired on the Bombers.
First and 10.
When he got to the outside on the right side, he was gone.
Well, not quite gone, but he was gone for a lot of yards. So Russellville has at the 27. Their best starting field position. They did have an interception set them up right around this point in the first half. Luke Jones and Ladarius Prince in there at running back. Play action to him. Throwing. They're going to throw for the corner of the end zone. Got a man, but just out of the reach of Abel Abington. They gave it a diving try, but it's a little too far thrown, and 2nd down and 10 coming. Abel caught that touchdown pass for Russellville in the first half, and almost that same spot.
He had his man beat.
Tracy Daniels back in at running back. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd down and 10. Russellville going for the touchdown there on that first play, and now Russellville, I think, just moved. That'll be 5 yards against the Cyclones.
I'll start against the Cyclones.
Second down and 15 now for Russellville. 9 penalties, 74 yards. And a lot of these have been self-inflicted. Holding and false starts have been Russellville's undoing. 2 receivers to the left, same formation, but this time Tracy to the left of Luke Jones. And Luke going to call his own number running the sweep. He'll get inside the 30 to the 28. Near the original line of scrimmage. 4 yards on the pickup. He's got 6 carries for 25 yards.
Well, he got a good block by Daniels, who put number 43, I don't have his name right now, for Mountain Home. He put him on his backside.
3rd down and 11. Cyclones need a first down here. Jones back to pass. He's going to throw for the end zone once again, and it's going to be incomplete. He had a man along that far side. I think that was Mekhi Foster, but he was double covered over on that far side. It was going for Mekhi Foster, and that goes incomplete. It'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, he had 2 men on him. He got hit a couple of times while the ball was in the air, but unfortunately it occurred right in front of the official, and there was no flag.
Russellville has not made a first down here in this 3rd quarter. They trail 14-7. Under 5 minutes to go here in the 3rd. Russellville's going to go for it on 4th and 11. Well, you're at the other team's 28. Back to pass. Jones, he's going to step up in the pocket, throwing across the middle. It's complete to Caden Rose. Takes a lick at the 5, but he's got the first down. Caden Rose, a pickup of 23 yards, and Russellville has their first down of the second half, and that's sponsored by Better Way Realty, real estate done a better way.
Good job by Luke. He got hit about the time he released the ball, and a good catch by Rose.
That's the 2nd target for Caden. His first catch tonight goes for 23 yards and a first down. And he stumbled forward as he was taking that lick, put his knee down there at the 5. No receivers to the right side. Luke Jones going to carry it on the sweep, but looking, he gets inside the 5, and no signal. Now they signal touchdown, a 5-yard touchdown run from Luke Jones, and Russellville, PAT away from tying this game.
Yeah, a good answer by the Cyclones, coming back down, marching down the field.
Well, and all started with Mekhi Foster's kickoff return. That set up Russellville at the 27-yard line, so they had a short drive here of 27 yards in just 5 plays. Minute 27 is all the drive took him. Mondo Solis made his first attempt in the first half. Rosie had a big catch, puts it down. The kick is definitely long enough, and it is good. We're all tied at 14 with 4:26 left. That PAT sponsored by Mr. Brake and Lube. When you need an auto repair shop, you can count on. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Duval's Affordable Portable Buildings, the River Valley's oldest full-service portable buildings dealer. You'll find Burnett Affordable Buildings and C&H Carports for garages, barns, carport sheds, and more. At Duval's Affordable Portable Buildings, they believe in high-quality buildings that last and excellent customer service that makes a difference. Visit Duval's AffordablePortableBuildings.com or just stop by 4151 South Arkansas Avenue in Russellville today.
What does it mean to be taken care of? And to know that the people around you are taken care of too? What does it feel like to trust that you'll be able to get health care, to prevent illness, and to help you heal? Arkansas Blue Cross and Blue Shield has been taking care of Arkansans for more than 70 years, providing health insurance and peace of mind, so you and the ones you love can live your best life your whole life long. Take good care, Arkansas.
The Cyclones answer 27-yard drive in 5 plays. That was, again, set up by Mekhi Foster on the kickoff return of 38 yards. Luke Jones carried it in from 5 yards out, so Solis added the extra point, tied it at 14, but a big throw and catch from Jones to Caden Rose, converting a 4th and 11 down to the 5-yard line. That was the big play, as we're tied here at 14 with 4:26 left to play here in the 3rd. Russellville led 7-0 at the half. The Bombers' first 2 drives of this 3rd quarter ended in touchdowns, and Cyclones answered there. So Solis on to kick off for Russellville. Kicks it from the left side over to the right side. It's handled at the 25-yard line by Jet Hannaford. He started back right, cuts back left, is across the 40 and taken down just shy of the 45-yard line. They say he stepped out at the 42, so it's a 17-yard return. And Bombers will have it at their own 42-yard line. The Cyclones will be back at home next Friday night as they take on Silent Springs. They beat Siloam a year ago, 55-14. Again, they alternate home and away from here on out. 2 weeks from tonight at Van Buren. At halftime score now, Little Rock Christian leading PA 34-6. 3 receivers to the right for Mountain Home. Screen pass. It's to Hannaford. He's across the 40, 45, cuts back to the middle of the field, spinning and knocked down there as he gets into Cyclone territory. Boy, it's one thing to spin, but he got up in the air, and you don't ever want to do that, and he paid for it there. But he did hang on to the football. It's a 9-yard pickup. You leave your feet, bad things happen usually. 9 yards on the pickup on the pass to Jet Hannaford. Hubbard's got the first down after getting the carry. He gets to the Cyclone 45-yard line, a pickup of 4 on the play. 16 carries for 61 yards for Chris Hubbard.
Anytime Hubbard touches that ball, he scares me. You just feel like he's going to break one.
He has 2 100-yard games this season in their first 4 games. He goes out as a screen pass, and he's going to catch it. No, they overthrew him. He tried to tip it a couple times with his left hand. Bad pass on that one. Stop the clock here with 3:31 left to play in the third. We're all tied at 14. Bombers looking at 2nd down and 10 from the Cyclone 45-yard line. Yates now 15 of 29 for 229 yards. Again, he set a school record of throwing for 400 yards against Harrison in the second game of the season, breaking school record last year that he set. Back to pass, Yates. Looking for the drag route, not open. The other drag route, the Hannaford, is open, but only for a yard, maybe 2, as he gets just inside the 45. They were looking for the tight end, Corin Morris, who is running towards us. And then the safety valve, the backup receiver there, was able to pick up 2 yards officially as they put him down at the 43-yard line. 3rd down and 8. Russellville defense trying to hold here. They can't let him get to the 35 for a first down. 3 minutes left to play here in the third. 3 receivers to the right, none to the left. Running back in the backfield, but Yates back to pass. He's looking right side, throwing, and it's going to be incomplete. It was thrown behind the receiver, and a flag just now coming in. That was a bad thrown ball. I mean, I know there's no uncatchable rule, but I mean, they're going to get Russellville for pass interference, and it looked like the ball was thrown so bad that I'll stop talking. I'm just going to get in trouble here. It's going to be a penalty against Russellville, and it's going to give the Bombers a first down, the 10-yard penalty. That's now 10 penalties for 84 yards as they're going to put it down at the 28-yard line. And check that, 89 yards, because it's a 15-yarder. I thought that was a 10-yarder. So to give them a first down at the 28-yard line, at the Cyclone 28, short side of the field, to the left side, 2 receivers over there. They're going to run the option. Yates fakes the pitch. He's going to take it himself. He should have pitched it. He took a lick.
He should have. Bad choice.
Yeah, there was 3 guys there, including Donnie Hubbard. Darian Thomas credited with the tackle, too. No gain on the pickup, or on the carry there. 11 carries for 36 yards for Cade Yates. Again, he had come in averaging a little over 8 carries a game. Back to pass on 2nd down, throwing on the quick slant. It's complete to the 20-yard line. And the receiver there on that far side, slow to get up. That's Hannaford. But he does get up, and he'll stay in the game after the 8-yard pickup. 3rd down and 2. They are 5 of 10 on 3rd down conversions in this game. This one just 2 yards. We're all tied at 14. Under 2 minutes to play here in the third. This is Hubbard going to keep it himself, and I think he's about a half-yard shy. The official on the far side, I think, has him short of the first down. Yeah. He needs the 18. He's about the 18 and a half. So officially it's a 1-yard carry and 4th and 1, but it's really 4th and, boy, if I don't even think it's 2 feet. I think it's about a foot, foot and a half. They're going under center. Yates going to keep it himself on the quarterback draw, and boy, it all depends on the spot. The official on the near side here has it first down if he gets the marking. Official on the far side, but he's the one that has the football. I don't know. We're going to have to wait for them to
they gave
put it down. Yeah, they do. First down for Mountain Home. 14-14 our score. Minute 10 left to play here in the third quarter. They had a tight formation under center there. Now they're going to go empty backfield. 5 receivers in the pattern, 3 to the right. Hubbard in motion. They're going to fake it to him. Yates is going to throw for the corner, and it's incomplete. He had a man open about the 7. The problem was he threw it to the goal line.
No, he got hit too, real.
Yeah, maybe that was
why
he
turned loose of it.
I almost said miscommunication, but I think he did take a lick, and that was why the throw was so poorly off. Second down and 10 as they've entered the red zone. Coming into the game, Russellville has stopped teams in the red zones 3 out of 11 times. 50 seconds left to play here in the third. We're all tied. Both teams have led by a score in this game. Hubbard going to get the call. He tried to stop his movement as he was going to the right, cut back, and nothing was there. He'll get a couple yards to the 16. The cutback lane wasn't there. Russellville had filled the gap. It's going to bring up third down and 8, and Russell defense telling the Cyclone fans, get on your feet. We need your help. Get loud. They're loud on that far side. We can hear some of the cowbells going. Boy, that's been around for Cyclone football at least since the 80s, the cowbells. Not as bad as Mississippi State, but it's enough. Hubbard, the running back, but this is a throwing down. Low snap. Yates handles it. He's going to throw to the right side, and it's going to be incomplete. He was hit as he threw there, and it was low. If it would have been on target, I think it was going to be intercepted as Tristan Sims was right there. And fourth down and 8 coming. I think they're going to have to attempt a field goal here. Kelso Hott is 2 of 2 on field goals this year. He's hit from 34 and 35. This will be from 33. 26-yard field goal. How's that? It's at the 23, so it's a 33-yarder. Come on, Dylan. I could do that. He's my friend, but he's a Cubs fan. So Kelso Hott is definitely long enough on the kick, and it is good. So with 5 seconds left to play here in the third quarter.
There's a flag.
Yeah, they take a 17-14 lead, but there's a flag. We're going to wait and see. If it's against Russellville, they can decline it. They can take it on. I think they might be able to take it on the kickoff. I think it is against the Cyclones, so that's what we say here. 17-14 is the score. Mountain Home with the lead. We're going to keep it right here. Personal foul against the Cyclones. That will be assessed on the kickoff. We'll take a quick break. 17-14 our score. The Bombers lead. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
When it comes to buying or selling a home, there really is a better way. As soon as you start talking with our team at A Better Way Realty in Russellville, you're going to feel the difference. Imagine if you had a great friend in the real estate industry, someone who genuinely cared about you and your family and was passionate about taking care of you. That is the philosophy of everyone who works here at A Better Way Realty. We want your business because we earn it, period. Discover what experience and heart can do with A Better Way Realty. Find us on Facebook and see the difference. A Better Way Realty. Real estate done a better way.
KCJC, Darknell, Russellville.
You guys play the best country of all.
River Country. KCJC.
Well, as we went to break, we told you there was a personal foul penalty on the field goal attempt by the Cyclones. And after they picked it up, not waving it off, just pick up the flag, Coach Wheeler came out on the field, and I think he's drawn a penalty flag. There's actually 2 penalty flags that happened after that. I think we got assessed a personal foul, and then unsportsmanlike conduct maybe on the Cyclone bench is what I'm guessing. We're going to have to sort this out. They have not put the points up on the board for Mountain Home, so we're going to have to figure out what's going on.
Well, you got 4 officials talking about it. So
yeah, they had already signaled personal foul against the Cyclones. And then after that, Wheeler comes out onto the field, and he drew a flag. And there's 2 flags on the turf. One just got picked up by an official. But Coach Wheeler now talking to the referee. And whatever he's upset about, they're letting him talk.
He's kneeling down under if we hit the holder.
Well, no, I think he's just from his signals. This is just a guess. I think he's upset maybe about them going low, the chop block on the field goal attempt. So I don't know. I know he has talked about that to me off the air before, and he said that's allowed and it shouldn't be in high school football. He says where they undercut on. He said teams undercut you on the on field goal attempts, PAT attempts, and he said it puts the kids in danger of being injured. So we're going to wait and see. We've already had one personal foul penalty against Russellville. We have not seen the other one. Again, they have not put the points up on the board, so we may have to take ours off. Another personal foul against the Cyclones. So erase the field goal. Now, I don't know if that's 2 penalties or what. The line of scrimmage was the 16-yard line. So it's just 1 penalty flag and a sideline warning against Russellville. Okay, so they just did a sideline warning. They don't have to do a sideline warning. They can go ahead and assess that. It's not a warning. Yeah, they're doing another one. So it's unsportsmanlike conduct against the Cyclones after the personal foul. So back-to-back penalties. Again, they don't have to do a sideline warning. They usually do that, but they don't this time. So it gives them a 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Hubbard going to carry it in from 4 yards out. We have a flag. 3 flags coming in as Hubbard scores the touchdown. So hang on. They do signal touchdown. 3 flags came in all around the ball carrier as he was coming in, and we're going to wait and see what this one is. So a penalty on Russellville takes the field goal off the board, and then a penalty on the bench of Russellville makes it basically another 4-yard penalty. We've got a holding penalty against the Bombers, so erase the touchdown there.
That's the end of the third quarter. Your score.
And that's the end of the third quarter, finally. We're all tied at 14, but we're going to have to sort this out. Bombers going to have 1st and goal from about the 14-yard line. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Johnny Story in for Olathe Realty Russellville with an important question for you. How do you get top dollar when you're ready to sell your home? Well, I'd suggest trusting the professionals. You know, at Olathe Realty, they really are a seller's best friend because they have years of experience, knowledge, and they have a network of relationships that ensure that you get the most for your home. Olathe Realty Russellville, 968-5668.
We all have our traditions, from Friday night lights to Saturday morning hunts. These are the traditions we pass down to the next generation. Now, we might have hung up our cleats a long time ago, but come tomorrow morning, we can still put on our camo and hunter orange, because some traditions last a lifetime. Get your hunting license and enjoy a season of memories, both on the field and in the woods. This message is brought to you by the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. Hunt natural.
Mountain Home had kicked a field goal. It got taken off the board as a penalty against Russellville, personal foul penalty, and then a sideline penalty against the Cyclone bench. Made it 1st and goal for the Bombers from the 4. They ran it in from 4 yards out, but then had a holding penalty. And it should be at the 14, a 10-yard holding penalty, but they put it down at the 11-yard line. So 1st and goal from there, throwing, and it's going to be intercepted. Caden Rose at the 3-yard line. There's a flag in the backfield, and we're going to have to wait and see. There's a penalty marker. I think this may be in the area of holding.
It is.
Holding against the Bombers.
And it's declined.
Yeah, Russellville will decline it, obviously. And the Cyclones are going to come away with this with, I tell you, really escaping here. Caden Rose with the interception. And he intercepted a diving interception at the 3-yard line.
With all that was going on, Mountain Home came away with no score.
I know, and you think about it, you think, they took the points off the board, and I would have too. But just to file that away, they had a chance to be up 17-14. And again, I would have taken it off the board because you'd had 1st and goal from the 4. So not a questioning the call, just saying it's a turn, a big change of events there. And on first down for Russellville, Luke Jones is going to keep it. He'll pick up 3 yards to the 6-yard line.
Now offense needs to move it out. Stay away from the penalties.
2nd down and 7.
Second down.
They went very fast on that.
They did. They can get to the 10-yard line.
They have 3 yards on the play. Bomber Nation, get loud. It's 3rd down.
I didn't see who carried that. Was that Jones again, or was that Tracy?
Jones again.
Yeah. Russell making some changes. They said he in the 9, but they gave him the 10-yard line, so it's 3rd down and 3. Russellville in this game is 0 of 6 on 3rd down conversions. How about picking up one right here? They only have 1 first down here in the second half. Jones on 3rd and 4. He's going to throw it, and he's going to throw it to the out of bounds. Yeah, it was going for Abel Abington as man-on-man coverage.
And Abington got pushed again. In fact, he went out of bounds. He was pushed so hard, but no yellow flag.
Russell does not convert there. They were trying to take a shot deep there on 3rd down and 3 and catch Mountain Home sleeping. Russell's going to have to punt the football away from deep in their own end. So Russellville gets the interception from Caden Rose. It's the 4th interception for the team. Caden Rose, he's got quite a few interceptions for himself on the season, or for his career, 6. And D.A. Reed just gets this one off. It's a good kick. And fair catch called for, and then they let it go at the last second. Russell's going to pick up about 10 extra yards on this as it goes to the 48-yard line of Russellville. 38-yard kick. When I say it was a good kick, it was a good kick just to get it off and then get 38 yards on it. Mountain Home's going to have excellent field position at the Cyclone 48-yard line with 10:43 left to play in the ball game.
Boy, that came within a hair of hitting a Mountain Home player.
Yeah, I'm surprised it wasn't blocked or at least deflected. They say it's at the 47-yard line, so officially a 37-yard punt. The Bombers have it. 10:43 left to go in the game. We're all tied. Yates back to pass. Looking left, backpedaling. He'll throw, and it's complete on the pass to Atkins. He's driven backwards, and finally they blow it dead. It'll be positive yards, but he only picked up about a yard, I believe, on the play.
Brought down by Russellville's number 26, Tristan Sims.
Tristan Sims on the stop. He was not going to let go. He had Carter Atkins there on the tackle. 1 yard. 10:27 left, and we have a player down for Russellville. We're going to take a quick break. We're all tied at 14 with 10:27 left to go in the game. This is Crimson Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Your best life begins with your healthiest life. At Baptist Health, you'll find the comprehensive care you need for every person in your family. From pediatrics to primary care to women's health, we're equipped to partner with you in every phase of your wellness journey. You'll also find Baptist Health locations and clinics across the state, ensuring we're always there for you, when and where you need us. Learn more about the state's most trusted name in healthcare, locate a clinic, find a provider, and more at baptist-health.com.
Looks like the Cyclone player down is just dealing with some cramp issues right now. We hope that's all it is. 14-14 our score, 10:27 left to go here in the ball game. Again, we'll have a scoreboard show coming up, Simmons Bank Friday Night Scoreboard Show on KCJC, FM 102.3. It goes from 10 o'clock until midnight. If we join it in progress, that's what we'll do. Pulaski Academy trailing Little Rock Christian 34-6 at the half. That was last check. I believe that Shiloh Christian may have opened up the mercy rule on Dardanelle. It's 49-7. Okay, that game has just gone to final, so Shiloh Christian defeats Dardanelle 49-7. I think Hector had the mercy rule going too on Johnson County West Side, 38-0. As we start back after the 1 yard pass play, 2nd down and 9 for the Bombers at the Russellville 46. And Cade Yates talking to his coaches, and looks like they're not right in sync and changing the play. Got the clock started here. Yates going to run the option. They've run this one time. He kept it himself this time. He pitches it to Hubbard. He's got some room. He's got the first down, pushed out of bounds around the 35-yard line. That's the second time they've run the option, both times here in the second half. And they put it down where at the 36-yard line, so a pickup of 10 yards. Chris Hubbard now 77 yards on 20 carries. 3 receivers to the left, none to the right. I really like this tight end set. I mean, I hate playing against it, but because you can have an extra blocker there, they go out for pass and then seal the end like they just did there. Hubbard, play action to him, looking left, and a little slip screen, and it's complete to Atkins, but might have gotten a half a yard. That's it. That was really clogged up, and I'm kind of surprised that Yates threw the ball because that had interception written all over it. He's thrown 4 picks tonight. He's 19 of 36 for 241 yards and a couple of touchdowns. But again, 4 interceptions, 2 receivers to each side on second down and long. We're all tied at 14. Back to passes, Yates pumps, and he'll try left side now, and juggled and caught by Hannaford, and he gets just outside the 20-yard line. Almost like he hadn't given up on it after it hit him in the hands, but he able to come back and catch the ball. It goes for 14 yards and a first down for Mountain Home. Jed Hannaford, their leading receiver, coming into the game. Again, he's averaging 103 yards receiving per game. He's got 122 yards tonight on 8 catches. The 6-foot senior, 156, first down and 10 for the Bombers. Yates, high snap. He'll give it off to Hubbard, and he'll get a couple of yards inside the 20 to the 18.
Yeah, the Cyclones, he just clogged up that middle of that defense.
Russellville making some changes here on the defensive line. Under 9.5 to go here in the ball game. We're all tied at 14. And the Bombers seem to take the lead for a second time on a field goal. It was taken off the board because of a couple penalties. And then Russellville got a turnover at the 5-yard line. Hubbard, nothing doing. He's being flushed out of the pocket. He's going to throw on the run and throws it incomplete. He did have a receiver in the area, but he was not trying to complete that pass.
Result of the play is 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 7 for the Bombers. They need just inside the Cyclone 12 for a first down.
I think that's number 0, Thomas, who was putting the pressure on him, came in there really quick.
From here, it would be a 35-yard field goal attempt if they don't make any yards here, and that is within Kelso Hott's range. Love to push him back a little bit. Yates back to pass, delayed blitz. He's going to fire on a slant pattern. It's complete, enough for the first down inside the 5. A diving catch that time made by Anthony Milburn, and he's one that dropped quite a few in the first half, making up for it there. And they're going quickly as they have it first down and goal from the 3-yard line. Just under 9 minutes to go. They're going to go under center here, and a quarterback keeper, and he'll gain maybe a yard to the 2. And the worst part about this is that it eats up time. But even though we still have plenty of time, 3 timeouts, but it's just grinding it out there. They're still unpiling the pile of bodies there on that quarterback draw. Odd to do that from the 3-yard line. That's usually gained, pick up a yard, and it did. It's to the 2. 2nd down and goal. This time they go shotgun. Give it to Hubbard running left side, and he's going to lean into the end zone for the touchdown. We think the Bombers take the lead, but we're going to have to wait and see. No flags here, and they are going to put the points on the board. 20-14, the Bombers with the lead. Kelso Hott, who's only missed 1 extra point all season, is on to try the PAT here. Again, the swinging gate. Russell practiced against this all week. Make sure they were going to be ready for it. No reason for them to run that here. Extra point is good. 21-14, Cyclones trail with 8:19 left in the ball game. We'll take a break. This is Crimson Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Mr. Brake and Lube wants you to know when it comes to your engine, not all motor oils are created equal. That's why they only offer name brand motor oils that you can trust, like Pennzoil, Castrol, Mobil 1, and more. So don't pay top dollar for cheap generics. And if you're looking for work, Mr. Brake and Lube is hiring with all training provided and competitive pay. So call 219-5438 or visit 1415 East Main Street. Mr. Brake and Lube, your one-stop maintenance shop. Mr. Brake and Lube is an equal opportunity employer.
Would you rather pay 75 cents for a steroid injection or $350? $10,000 for a pacemaker or $100,000 for the same exact pacemaker? Crazy questions? Actually not. I'm Becky with HealthPlanLady.com, and these are real situations. With healthcare costs superinflated, made up, and hidden, it is no wonder my clients call it legal theft. If you have a health plan with a big name company, call or text now 479-886-2475, HealthPlanLady.com. I'll treat you better.
8:19 left to play here at the football game, and Mountain Home has just taken the lead for the second time tonight on the touchdown, 21-14. We'll give you the details on that here in just a moment, but we're ready for the kickoff. Kelso Hott this time puts it on the right hash, and he'll kick it over to the right side. Russell's going to take it at the 27-yard line. This Ladarius Prince will get to the 30 before being tackled there. 3 yards on the return. On that scoring summary for Mountain Home, they go 47 yards in 9 plays. Chris Hubbard, a 2-yard touchdown run. Hott added the extra point. 2 minutes and 24 seconds on the drive. And they had really good field position because Russellville had to punt from deep in their own end. Remember, Russellville had an interception at the 5 but could not get a first down. And that's what prompted them kicking from deep in their own end. Russellville's got to answer. They've answered once before. And here's Tracy Daniels, and he'll get to the 35-yard line. Pick up a 4 yards on the play.
Yeah, good run on first down by Tracy.
Second down and 6. 46 yards on 12 carries for Tracy. He's to the left of Luke Jones. 2 receivers to his left. He's looking left. No, he set up the screen. It's complete to Tracy Daniels. He spins away, and he's going to get back. He's going to lose a yard on the play. Lose a yard back to the 34. Well, it's worked twice before, but the third time is not the charm. Maybe the charm for Mountain Home. Russellville loses a yard back, 3rd down and 7. Russellville needs just past the 41-yard line for a first down. Russellville changing the play at the line of scrimmage, nearing the 7-minute mark. Jones back to pass, looking right, throwing is in and out of the hands of Harrison. Would not have been enough for the first down. He would have had some work to do. And Russellville is looking at 4th down. Well, you still have 3 timeouts. At 6:55 left, you got some time, but your defense needs to stop, and you can't allow more than a couple first downs at the maximum if you punt the football away here. I think Cyclones are going to do just that, looking at 4th down and 6.
If it's closer to the 50-yard line, I think we'd probably have gone for it.
D.A. Reed will be on to punt the football away. Hannaford has called for a fair catch the last 2 times and then let it go. He's going to run right up the middle and kick this one. It's a beauty. It's a fantastic punt. It hits the 25 and takes a big Cyclone rope. This is a huge punt. Goes inside the 5. Is going to be covered at the 4-yard line. A 61-yard punt. And that is now his longest punt of his career. His previous long was 55. You talk about flipping the field, being a weapon. D.A. Reed just did that with a 61-yard punt. 6:39 left to play in the ball game. The Cyclones trailing 21-14. And they have all 3 timeouts. You can't let Mountain Home make first downs.
No. We've got them in a hole, and we need to keep them there right now.
Nose of the football for Mountain Home touching their own 4-yard line. Again, they had a snap over their quarterback's head last week. In these situations inside the 5, they've gone under center. They do it here. The give is to Hubbard, and he's going to be tackled after a 2-yard gain. A flag came in the area of holding, but we'll have to wait and see what it is. It is going to be a hold, and it'll be half the distance. He's 2nd down and 12 here. Oh, still 1st down, sorry. Now the shotgun this time. Quarterback's going to keep it after the fake handoff and fumble. He fumbled it at the 5. He got hit at the 6, fumbled, and Russellville just came up with it, they're saying, and yes, they're going to signal it Russellville football.
Well, that's what we needed, a turnover.
I think that was J.C. Carter, that came up with it. Russellville comes up with it at the 5-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 6-yard line.
6? All right, we'll take it. I think J.C. Carter came up with it. And Russellville going to have it 1st and goal from the 6. Tracy Daniels moves from the pistol formation to the left of Luke Jones. Jones going to keep it himself, trying to bounce it outside. He'll get inside the 5 to about the 4.
Luke Jones on the quarterback keeper, gain of a yard. Brought down by Bombers number
Well, we talked about not letting the team get the offense get 1st downs. How about that? Russell's defense says we'll just pick up our 5th turnover of the night. Russellville going quickly here after the 2-yard pickup by Jones. This time he's going to run right side with his lead blocker. He'll get inside the 2, inside the 1, and be tackled there. 3rd and goal coming. Jones carry for 2, and then a carry for 3. 3rd down and goal. He's got 42 yards on 11 carries. More of a Tebow play. Going left side, going right side. Let's see. Russellville looking to tie this game, trailing by 7, under 6 minutes to play. This time Tracy Daniels will be to the right. Tristan Wisnut in. He'll be lined up at the left tight end spot. Jones going to keep it himself, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. Touchdown Cyclones as he followed Lucas Litke and also Tracy Daniels paving the way. Luke Jones scores from 1 yard out, his 2nd touchdown carry of the night. And Russellville has cut the Mountain Home lead to 1.
Well, that's what you want to do on a turnover. Take advantage and score, and that's what Russellville did. Great job by that offensive line.
Luke Jones staying in there. He's the snapper for Russellville. The holder is Caden Rose, and Solis on to try the extra point. Caden Rose checks with Solis. It's down. It's definitely long enough, and it is good. We're all tied at 21 with 5:29 left to go in the game. We'll take a break. It's Crimson Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Every player on the football team has an important job so the team can reach its goal and success. Join our team at Lexicon right now, and we'll help you reach your goals and success. Lexicon offers free on-the-job training through our own Lexicon University. We also offer competitive pay, a great health care plan, paid vacation, a sweet 401k plan, and more. Find out more at lexicon-inc.com/football.
ABC Children's Academy is currently enrolling with 14 locations in Pope, Johnson, and Yell County. ABC provides all-day childcare, as well as a variety of enrollment options for families, including Arkansas Better Chance for ages 3 to 5, plus more. Visit abcchildrensacademy.com for more info, and come by their central office on 4th Street in Russellville to apply in person, or call 567-5650. ABC Children's Academy, changing our world one student at a time.
We're all tied at 21, 5:29 left to go in the game. Russellville, their defense with 5 turnovers here in this game. They've turned 2 of them into touchdowns. That one, J.C. Carter coming up with the fumble recovery. Russellville scoring on the drive. The 6-yard drive took them 3 plays. We'll give you the official details here in just a moment, but we have the kickoff. As Solis will kick it. It actually hits the up man and covered at the 48-yard line. Boy, if that bounces off the up man, Russellville might have gotten the football right there. On that scoring summary, Russellville goes 6 yards in 3 plays in a minute, 5 seconds. Jones carries it in from 1 yard out, his 2nd touchdown of the night. Armando Solis kicks his 3rd extra point of the night. We're all tied at 21. Both teams with 3 timeouts left. The Bombers, good field position here at their own 48-yard line to start this drive with 5:28 left. Yates, the quarterback. He'll direct his running back, Hubbard to his left, 2 receivers to each side. He's going to roll to his left. Eyes downfield. Here comes a late blitz. He's going to be hit. Breaks a tackle. Second tackle, though, he can't break as he's dropped for a sack back at the 44-yard line. Coming up with that second hit and the tackle was Armando Solis.
Well, that was good pursuit by that defensive unit.
Yeah, I don't know who came up and made the first hit. I thought it was Wisnut, but I may be wrong on that.
Yes, it was, number 7.
2nd and 14 after the sack. A delayed blitz, and Russell had that working tonight. 2nd down and 14. Yates. Quick 3-step drop, pump fake, nothing there. He's going to roll out to his left, throwing his completed pass. I thought he was just trying to get rid of it. Got back to the original line of scrimmage. I thought he was just trying to get rid of it quickly, but Jet Hannaford was right there. He had slipped into a window there and helped his quarterback out. And he gets back to the 48-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down. I'm sorry, they're going to give him the 47, so it is 3rd down and 11. 6 of 13 on 3rd down conversions tonight for the Bombers. 2 receivers to each side. They need the Cyclone 42-yard line. Yates back to pass. He's going to step up in the pocket. He's going to tuck it and run. He's going to lose yardage. I don't know if that's a quarterback sack because he was tucking it to run, but he gets to the 46. Either way, it's a tackle for a loss. Loss of 1, 4th and 12 coming. The clock nearing 4 minutes. And Mountain Home going to have to punt the football away.
Well, the defense have done it again. No turnover, but they stopped them from getting a first down. Putting the ball back into our offense hands.
Mekhi Foster back at the 20. They have kicked it away from him every chance they've gotten. He had a big return on one punt, but it was called back due to a penalty. Brantley Phillips on to punt this one away. He will kick it away from him. It's partially blocked. Russell got the partial block. Tristan Sims got it. It wobbles forward inside the 40, inside the 35-yard line. I think Russell got that block. Tristan Sims is the one that got it, I believe. So Russellville, partial block punt, will take over after officially a 19-yard punt. 3:28 left to play in the ball game. The Cyclones have the ball at their own 35-yard line.
Good field position.
1st and 10 for Russellville. They got plenty of time if they want to stick to the running game here and 3 timeouts. But Jones, pump fake. He's going to throw for the sideline. It's incomplete. He turned around, Caden Rose. He got hit as he threw it. But going for Caden on that far side falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. Clock stopped with 3:23 left. Clendenin looked like he was coming off the field, but he stays in. He'll be the receiver on the right side. The outside receiver with Harrison, the inside receiver, on 2nd down and 10. The far side is Abel Abington. Russell moving around. They're getting everybody set before they can snap the ball. 2nd and 10. They're going to turn and hand the ball off to Tracy Daniels, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that'll be it. Well, the last 3 weeks, it's been tough going for the Cyclone running game because you drop a couple 200-yard games on people, and everybody takes notice. 3rd down and 10 for the Cyclones. Nearing 3 minutes left to go in the game. Russellville needs 10 yards to get a first down here. They only have 1 first down in the second half. We're all tied at 21. Pistol formation, low snap, play action. Rolling out to his left is Luke Jones. He's going to tuck it and run. He's across the 40, picks up a block, but not enough as he steps out of bounds. He needed 10. I think he got about 8. Decision time for Coach Wheeler. They're probably going to punt the football away here when you're on your own end. They say he stepped out at the 43, so 4th down and 2. Clock is stopped with 2:46 left. Boy, that's tempting.
He's talking
only 2
about
yards, but you're on your own end. I'm looking. D.A. Reed is not in there yet. Russell's going to go for it. How about that? 4th and 2. 4th and 2 for the Cyclones. They've gone for 1 4th down conversion tonight, and they made it. Back to pass. Jones throwing far side. In and out of the hands of Tracy Daniels. Had him there for the first down. Couldn't tell if it was led too far or just not caught. But Russellville turns the ball over on downs, failing to convert the 4th and 2 from their own 43-yard line. And the Bombers take over with 2:42 left to play in the football game and great field position at the Cyclone 43-yard line. First and 10 for Mountain Home. We're all tied. Yates back to pass. He's going to go deep now. It's a jump ball. It's tipped and incomplete. He was going for his man, Jet Hannaford. Bo Mosley was there, who has 2 interceptions on the night. But that was a jump ball, and that's a dangerous pass.
Yeah, it came off the receiver's hands and off of Mosley's as well.
I'm happy he threw it, but at no time was Hannaford open there. I don't know what Yates is seeing there. He's now 22 of 41 for 273, has a couple touchdowns, but 4 interceptions. 3 receivers to the left on 2nd and 10. Out of the backfield is Hubbard on the completed pass, but they're going to lose yardage back at the 49. I couldn't tell if that was a backwards pass or not. We'll call it a forward pass, but they lose 6 yards on the play.
And Sims was right there to bring him down.
3rd down and 16. We're all tied at 21, 2:15 left, and let's see, somebody's called timeout. They haven't signaled yet, but somebody has called timeout, and it's going to be Mountain Home. No, Russellville. The white hat referee did a pirouette. He started to point to Mountain Home, and he circled around and pointed to Russellville. We're going to take a quick break here with 2:14 left. We're all tied at 21. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Experienced installers needed. That's right. Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air is needing experienced installers. Candidates must have a minimum of 2 years experience with HVAC installation, must have a valid driver's license, and be able to pass a drug test. Serious inquiries only. Contact Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air at 479-964-4004 or drop off a resume at their office. Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air is an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back. Russellville taking a timeout there. And trying to check that on the time with 2:16 left. Russellville using their first of 3. 3rd down and 16 for the Bombers at the Cyclone 49-yard line after the 6-yard loss on the pass play for Mountain Home. Fans come alive on both sides. Big play here, and there's a trick formation. They have the center all by himself. They're faking the screen pass, throwing, and it's near side complete for the first down to Anthony Milburn. They had a trick play. They had the entire offensive line on the far right side. Just the center was there, and they faked the screen pass on that far side. The trick play gives Mountain Home enough for the first down. 14 yards. No, it's not enough for the first down. They say he stepped out 35. It's 4th and 2. They're going same formation except with the left guard, and now Russellville's going to use a second timeout, I believe. They are going to take a second timeout. Boy, Milburn, he had plenty of time to wait on it, and he stepped out 2 yards shy of the first down. How about that? And so a timeout by Russellville, their second timeout used. They'll have one left here, but with another, almost the exact same, not the exact same, but almost the exact same trick formation. Coach Wheeler wants to talk to his team about it. And probably what's going to happen is Mountain Home's going to come out in a different formation. So at the very least, you make them not run the play they wanted to. They're going to go for it here on 4th and 2, looks like. They have a pretty good field goal kicker, but right here it would be a 52-yard field goal. Kelso Hott is 2 of 2 on the season. He kicked one earlier tonight, but it was taken off the board after a penalty against the Cyclones. Again, we're tied at 21. 2:12 left to go in the game. Russellville's used 2 timeouts for their defense on this drive. But right now it doesn't matter. The Bombers took over at the Cyclone 43 when Russellville went forward on 4th and 2 and failed to pick it up on an incomplete pass. The trick formation there, if you listen to us on the radio, the entire offensive line was on the right side near the hash, and they had a running back behind that offensive line. Just the center and the quarterback were there, faked the pass to the right side, and went over left side. Yep, same formation with that left guard next to the center. You have to have guys on line of scrimmage. They don't have to be side by side. So same formation, 2 receivers to the left, the other receiver behind 4 offensive linemen. It's 4th and 2. Just go hit the quarterback. Yates, a hard count. Russellville jumped but did not get in the neutral zone. Play clock down to 14. They're just trying to draw Russellville off sides. Yeah, and they're going to call timeout. They thought they got Russellville jump. Russellville moved, but they didn't get in the neutral zone. And so a timeout called for by Mountain Home. Now you see if they're going to try to punt the football away. Boy, it's a chess match right now.
I don't think they'll punt. I think they'll run either the quarterback or to Hubbard. And we got to be ready for that.
Well, if they punt the football away, they're playing for overtime. So that's what they're discussing right now. I'm sure they've already decided if they're going to punt the football or go for it, but if they're going for it, they're talking about the play. Yeah, if they punt it away, they're playing for overtime. And in high school football, overtime is like college, except you put the ball at the 10-yard line and you have 4 downs to score however way you want. They're going to punt.
They're going to punt. That surprises me.
If it were me, I'd punt. I mean, your defense has held Russellville to just 1 first down in this second half. I'd make them go the long way. Now, they may fake punt, and they may fool us both. 2 timeouts left for Mountain Home, 1 for Russellville, 2:12 left to play. It's been a while since we've actually seen a play, but it's been interesting, and I say they're going to punt. This is not their punting formation. Okay, there's their punter. He just runs on here, Brantley Phillips. And Russellville, I bet they just play it punt safe. I bet they don't come after it. They're going to say, we're going to make you kick it away. This is going to be almost like Pulaski Academy. We're going to see if you're actually going to punt it. They do have a man back in Mekhi Foster, but they're playing it punt safe, meaning a base defense. They're not even coming after it. And now timeout called for by Mountain Home. Timeout by Mountain Home by this official. The head linesman on the far side threw a flag.
Yeah.
So the line judge, who's on the same side as the home team, and they're going to wave off the flag and say a timeout called for again. And so Mountain Home and Russellville both have used up 2 timeouts here with less than 30 seconds of clock time going.
So they were trying to draw Russellville off sides.
I don't know on that one. I don't know what they were looking for. Maybe what I think, I may be wrong, I think they had a fake punt called for, and when they saw Russellville in the punt safe formation to not come after the kicker, I think they wanted to change their mind there, and I think now they come back out and actually kick it away. That's what I think. I think they were going for the fake here. And they were surprised that Russellville wasn't in punt return or just coming after the kicker. But we'll see. They could have all of us fooled. 4 timeouts, and I think we've seen 1 play in amongst all the 4 timeouts. Both teams with 1 timeout left, 2:12 left. We're all tied at 21. Ball is resting on the Cyclone 35-yard line. 4th and 2 for Mountain Home. We're about 20 minutes away from the Simmons Bank Friday Night Scoreboard Show on 102.3. We may be joining that one in progress. And they're going to come out. They're going to go for it.
They're going for it, yeah.
Oh, maybe they changed their mind. Whatever. They call timeout to go for it. Mountain Home fans right below us. They're on their feet. Cade Yates. They're going to get the snap. Give it to Hubbard, running left side, and spins away and dives for it. I think the second effort got him the first down. I think Russellville had him for a 1-yard loss. Second effort, 1-yard gain. He needed 2, and the second effort got the first down at the 31-yard line. This is dangerous now because they have a really good field goal kicker, and they're very close to his area here. They probably need about 10 more yards to get within what he's hit before. Clock rolling. No, the clock is stopped with 2:03 left. Hubbard's going to hand it off again and get this side, left side. He's going to get inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A pickup of 2 on the play. And he gets out of bounds with 1:55 left. 2nd and 8 coming. Now Hubbard is 89 yards on 25 carries. He did get out of bounds. Both teams have 1 timeout. We're all tied at 21. Yates out of the shotgun. Hubbard, the running back to his right. Yates is going to roll to his right. Looking, he's going to throw out in the flat. It's complete now and out of bounds at the 20. That's enough for the first down as he had Anthony Milburn on that far side. That's a big gainer because I'm thinking field goal here. And that's going to put him down at the 20-yard line. Make it the 21, I believe. So 8 yards, and Milburn now 69 yards on 4 catches. But it's a first down for Mountain Home. Clock is stopped as he got out of bounds with 1:50 left. Again, tie score. 2 receivers to the left. Yates going to roll out to his left. Surprise at throwing here. They're going to heave one to the end zone. Good coverage there. It's going to be a jump ball and incomplete. Mackay Foster out there. He says it's incomplete. Boy, that was a jump ball, and I am surprised they threw that. The guy was covered. He was going out there to the sophomore, Carter Atkins.
Yeah, we had two people there. I'm surprised call the play. I figured it'd be Hubbard up the middle just to run some time off.
Well, and to line up their field goal if they choose to do that. But stops the clock here with 1:43 left. Second down and 10. We're all tied at 21. Ball resting at the 21-yard line on the right hash. Yates with Hubbard, the running back, in front of him and to his left. Two receivers to each side. Yates back to pass. Delayed blitz, picked up this time. He's going to roll out of the pocket, looking left side. He's going to tuck it and run. He's at the 20, 15, and he slides before he got to the 10-yard line. I think he's going to be about a yard shy of the first down here. Staying in bounds. The clock will roll here. Third down and 1 at the 9-yard line. I'm sorry, at the 12-yard line. Clock is rolling. 33 seconds on the play clock, a minute 28 on the game clock. Third down and 1. Tight formation, but out of the shotgun.
Wow.
Hubbard going to get the call straight up the gut. He's got the first down at the 10. That'll stop the clock just to move the chains.
The clock went from 1:24 to 1:17. How about
minute 5 right now at the 10-yard line. Ball resting just inside the 10, so it'll be a first down and goal for the Bombers. And right here, it's almost an extra point. Russellville just needs a turnover here. They can't let him get the ball in the end zone. You need a turnover, maybe a blocked field goal. Yates, the quarterback here. Low snap, handles it, gets it to Hubbard, running left side. He's at the 5, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 5. They're going to say he stepped out at the 3. That does stop the clock with 47 seconds left, but they get 7 yards there on first down. Russellville running in defensive linemen for their goal line package here. Second down and goal for the Bombers at the 3-yard line with 47 seconds left, and we're all tied at 21. Yates signaling to his offensive coordinator. And check with me play. Yates going to give it off to Hubbard, runs into a pile and nothing there. Russellville's going to drag him backwards. Forward progress, actually should have lost a yard. Clock is rolling here. 36 seconds left. Third down and goal. They give him the line of scrimmage. There's no way he got the 3. They do have one timeout left, and they're going to let the clock roll down, and now they're going to call timeout. I don't think they knew what to do because they're going to use their last timeout here. No, Russellville's using a timeout. Okay, I still don't think Mountain Home knew what to do. They're letting the clock run down, and that meant if they were probably going to throw one to the end zone or try to kick it on third down. 25 seconds left, and Russellville uses their final timeout. You surprised that we called a timeout there?
Yeah, I am, really. I'm more surprised about their clock than I am anything.
Well, that's been going on the whole game. No. But I tell you, I think Coach Wheeler's probably just saying, hey, we got to stop this play, and he didn't care what Mountain Home was wanting to do. And some teams will try to kick it on third down, and once you kick it, you're done. But they'll do that sometimes if it's a bad snap, they can just cover it up and then have another chance at it. They don't get two actual kicks. As soon as they kick it and it crosses the line of scrimmage, you don't get another shot at it. But what this means is Mountain Home with one timeout, they can run the football here if they want because they can stop the clock. If they didn't have any timeouts, then it has to be a pass. If they kick it from right here, it's an extra point, but it's not down the middle. Ball's on the left hash, third down and goal. Both teams back on the field. 24 seconds left, tie game. Mountain Home at the Cyclone 3-yard line on third down and goal. Yates going to hand it off to Hubbard, running left side, cuts it back up and in, and leans forward, and no signal yet, and they're going to say he's down at the 1-yard line. Clock is rolling. It's 17 seconds, 16. He got down to the 1. Clock is rolling. He did not get into the end zone. The clock is rolling here, and you could bet that they're going to call timeout. They may let it run down. No, they're signaling for the timeout right now. Coach Airy's out on the field. That's got to be some sort of sideline warning if we get the call here, and he's out on the field, and he's at the 5-yard line. He's outside the box, and the clock runs down all the way to 0, and it's confusing. They're going to give Mountain Home a timeout, but there's no time on the clock. Coach Airy was out on the field almost like he's wanting to challenge the spot, which that's not a thing in high school football. Coach Wheeler has probably got a lot of questions. He says, how come there's 0 on the clock? You're giving them timeout. How come I get flagged when I come out on the field and you don't flag him? And they tell Coach Wheeler he's got to go back to the sideline. They probably told him how many seconds they're going to put on the clock. He was signaling timeout when there were 16 seconds left. We'll have to wait and see. They show zeros right now. We're all tied. They do give them their last timeout. They've got to put some time on the clock, right? I really don't understand a lot what's going on in this game. It's really confusing me. They have not signaled anything up to the press box. There has to be time on the clock.
He's signaling.
3 seconds.
3 seconds, all right.
Wow.
Well, they were signaling timeout. It went from 18 to 16 and then down to 0 because they've had clock issues. So they're going to say 3 seconds left. So they're going to try the field goal. 2 seconds? All right. The field goal is going to be a little bit shorter than an extra point. Snap an extra point from the 7. This is going to be snapped from just inside the 1. So it'll be a 16, 17-yard field goal. From just inside the left hash. The kick is up, and it's good. And Mountain Home has won the game 24-21. Mountain Home with a field goal on the last play of the game of 16 yards. And Mountain Home defeats the Cyclones 24-21. No time on the clock. And Russellville falls to 0-3 in conference play. We're going to take a break, come back with your post-game show. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Every player on the football team has an important job so the team can reach its goal and success. Join our team at Lexicon right now and we'll help you reach your goals and success. Lexicon offers free on-the-job training through our own Lexicon University. We also offer competitive pay, a great health care plan, paid vacation, a sweet 401k plan, and more. Find out more at lexicon-inc.com/football.
Legendary coach Paul Bear Bryant from Fordyce, Arkansas once said, "It's not the will to win that matters. Everyone has that. It's the will to prepare to win that matters." Congratulations to all the players and coaches who have put in the hours in the summer, in the weight room, in the film room, and on the practice field. I'm Congressman Bruce Westerman, and I approve this message because high school athletics prepares for victories on and off the field.
Paid for by Westerman for Congress.
Greenway proudly supports the DIYer in you. Whether you're a mover, a shaker, a groundbreaker, a risk taker, a challenge embracer, or a landscape visionary, whatever the task, we've got a John Deere tractor that can help move your project forward. You've got work to do, so let's get started. Reserve yours today in store or at gogreenway.com.
Well, the Cyclones fail on a fourth down attempt. They gave Mountain Home the ball at our 42-yard line. They go our 43-yard line. They go 42 yards in 13 plays. They end up kicking an 18-yard field goal by Kelso Hott on the game's final play, and they defeat the Cyclones tonight by a score of 24-21. We'll give the scoring summary of the second half. Russellville led at the half 7-0, and it was the Bombers that came out and scored 2 times, the first 2 times they touched the football. It was Cade Yates hitting Carter Atkins, a 21-yard touchdown pass, made the extra point. Still in the third quarter, Yates again, this time hit Robert Dover on a 5-yard touchdown pass. After the extra point, with 5:53 left to play in the third, Mountain Home led it 14-7. But before the third quarter was over, Russellville, after a great kickoff return by Mekhi Foster, they go 27 yards in 5 plays. Luke Jones, a 5-yard touchdown run. Solis added the extra point, and Russellville and Mountain Home were tied at 14. In the fourth quarter, Mountain Home went on a 47-yard drive and 9 plays. Hubbard carried it in from 2 yards out. And after the extra point, the Bombers led it 21-14 with 8:19 left. Russellville tied the game. Remember, a Another turnover. It was a fumble recovery by J.C. Carter at the 6-yard line of Mountain Home. Russellville scored in 3 plays. Luke Jones a 1-yard touchdown run. With 5:29 left to go in the game, after the extra point by Solis, we were all tied at 21. After that touchdown, the Bombers went 3 and out. They punted the football away. The Cyclones, starting at their own 35, picked up 8 yards on a 3rd down run by Luke Jones. And then 4th and 2 from their own 43, went for it. Had an incomplete pass, turned the ball over on downs. Mountain Home took over at the Cyclone 43, drove all the way down, but a big 4th down and 2 conversion on a run by Hubbard. And with 4 timeouts on where they looked like they were going to go for the field goal, all that different stuff. They had a trick play to get down there. They ended up just lining up and running the football, picked up the 1st down. They needed 2 yards. They got 4, and after that, it was a big pass play, actually, that got them down to the 12. Big run by Cade Yates that got them down to the 12. After that, they tried to punch it in. They got just inside the 1, called a timeout with 3 seconds left. A lot of confusion there because the clock had rolled down to 0. They put 2 seconds back up on the clock. The 18-yard field goal by Kelso Vaught on the game's last play, and the Bombers win it 24-21. Your thoughts on the game?
Well, the only thought I have is defense. Our defense did everything that you would ask a defense to do. They stopped them on 3rd down. They made Mountain Home punt, but the turnovers, we just did a fantastic job on defense. We converted some of them into scores, but just couldn't do it all. But I think our defense just did an outstanding job. Our offense played good, but just some breaks here and there. We could easily won this game, but just couldn't pull it off tonight. I'm just very impressed with our defense, though. They just did an outstanding job.
Cyclones fall to 0-3 in the conference play. They got a tough road if they want to try to make the playoffs because they got some winnable games coming up, but this is one you kind of felt like it was going to be tough to come up here and win, but you had beaten Mountain Home last year by 10, and you thought you could steal a victory here, especially Mountain Home coming off the loss that they did. They moved to 1-2 in conference. Russellville falls to 0-3 in conference, and it's a tough one to get over, this one, because Russellville just felt like they had different chances to win the game, just unable to cash in. We'll look at the stats for you. 214 yards of offense for Russellville, 440 for the Bombers. For Russellville, Luke Jones, 9 of 19 throwing the football for 117 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Receiving, Tracy Daniels had 3 catches for 13 yards, but Abel Abington, 2 catches for 65 yards and a touchdown reception. Luke Jones was actually the leading rusher, 13 carries, 51 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Tracy Daniels, 13 carries, 46 yards, averaging 3.5 yards a carry. For the Bombers, Cade Yates, 25 of 45 for 289 yards, 2 touchdowns, but 4 interceptions. Chris Hubbard got exactly 100 yards rushing, 29 carries, 100 yards. That's his 3rd 100-yard rushing game of the season. He had 1 touchdown carry. Jet Hannaford, 9 catches for 125 yards tonight. And Carter Atkins, 6 catches for 68 yards and a touchdown. Russell turned the ball over 1 time. Their defense, though, collected 5 turnovers, but penalties hurt us. 12 penalties for 101 yards, 6 for 48 for the Mountain Home Bombers. Russell only converted 1 3rd down conversion, 1 of 10. The Bombers were 7 of 17. They were perfect on 4th down conversions, 2 of 2. Russell 1 of 2. That last one was huge. Russell unable to convert on that 4th and 2 from their own end. Cyclones lose it here by a score of 24-21. Well, we hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast of Russell Cyclone football. Reminding you our next broadcast will be next week as the Cyclones will be back at home to host Siloam Springs. It'll be the 12th meeting between the 2 schools. Cyclones are 8-3 all-time against Siloam, including a 55-14 win at Siloam last year. Kickoff will be at 7 o'clock. We'll be on the air for the coaches show about 6:30, 6:35. We appreciate you joining us tonight. Also want to send a special thank you to our chief and engineer, Stephen Berry, and our Cyclone Booth media team, Chase Canfield, tonight. This is Cyclone Booth, KCJC, and EAB Sports, your home for all Cyclone sports all season long. Our final score once again from Bomber Stadium, it was Mountain Home 24, Russellville 21. For Chase Canfield, Stephen Berry, Aaron Duval, I'm Mickey Duval saying good night, God bless, and thank you, Tony Basil. So long, everybody.
Russellville Cyclone football.